Returning subscriber. Glory to the Red Legion.
Let's try one more time.
All right. Hi, folks.
Professionals here.
Red Monster SC here. All right. Thank you. Yes, we're excited tonight. This is going to be, we're doing the Hot Ones Season 22 Challenge. For those who are not familiar, Hot Ones is a show where they do interviews with progressively spicier wings. We have 10 sauces that we'll be working our way through tonight, and we are doing this for charity. Can you get the sauce rotation going? So these are, kind of some of the sauces we're going to get into tonight. But in between each, we're going to talk a little bit about gaming, nerd culture, maybe dad life and beards. Definitely something about spice, because that's the uninvited guest here. I guess really the star of the show.
Invited even, though.
Yeah.
Requested, paid for.
Yeah. And of course, the studio it's all decked out and festive. Do you want to give us a little tilt so they can really see the bells? Yeah, that's right.
See the bells.
I can see the bells.
So we got the studio decked out for the holidays. We have the spice. You want a habanero? Maybe later.
Maybe a chaser.
So, yeah, those are words. How is the audio quality coming in for you guys? We got a quick check. I'm good. How's SoundsNifty? You wanna?
Do you sound?
I think I sound pretty nifty.
Yeah. So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sounds nifty. Let's see here. I'm a gamer, avid gamer. I like gaming. I also like sci-fi. I like fantasy. I have not tried Star Citizen yet, so. I'm a kind of outside point of view. I did get a degree in game development for video game design and programming.
And just as a reminder for anyone out there who isn't already a Star Citizen, you can get in now using the referral code that's going to go posted in the chat.
Work it.
Make sure to pop in there. Give Red a little extra credit here and there.
Everybody get Red a free javelin. That's what you need in your life.
What? That's what we need. Sean Evans is going to retweet this, and I feel like it's really going to take off.
Nice.
For those who don't know, Sean Evans is the main host of the Hot Ones YouTube channel. That is fantastic. They get celebrities. I get you guys, and I'm almost as thrilled. You're no Jennifer Lawrence.
No, we're just local.
No. Speaking of the beauty in the room, let's talk about you, Shazam.
The beauty. I'm Shazam, leader of Home Base organization and Star Citizen. I've spent too much money on spaceships, like many of us here. We're good to go.
All right. And now, Shazam, you create content on YouTube sometimes.
Man, it's been over a year since I've created anything. I've got almost 3 teenagers in the house. 12, 16, and 17, and 0 time for content creation. So we're just...
Angry PC Tech says 07.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Angry PC Tech? I brought some of your... Well, I think I have one of your coins. That's going to change because he's the one he's doing just...
He does laser.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I Patreoned him. I love it so much. I had to hop on that train.
Something about just watching a laser like that just going.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
Yes, therapeutic and cathartic if you stick your hand in it.
Yeah.
I bet that hurts.
I have a coworker who got one of those laser engravers, and he was engraving just about everything until he burned too far through his laptop.
Ooh,
that would do it.
Oh, that one hurts.
What's up, Chris Harrow? Welcome. So we've got spices, we've got some other stuff going on, but the main thing we're doing tonight is we're actually, if you notice, we're all wearing red shirts.
Stack Up!
We are raising funds tonight for StackUp.org, who is a fantastic charity providing gaming and experiences for veterans, both active service and military veterans, U.S. and allied forces. Engaging them with gaming because it's gaming is its own therapy, right? Mm-hmm. It distracts you from the craziness going on with maybe PTSD or just the struggles after military deployment. Can we get our first video of there queued up and talk about what they do?
My name is Dave Krause, and I'm the Director of Veteran Services for Stack Up. While I was recovering from my injuries at Walter Reed, I found that gaming had a hugely positive impact on my mental health. Based on that experience, I've spent my time since retirement working with Stack Up to bring the healing power of games to other veterans in need. Help me get more veterans back in the game by visiting www.stackup.org.
All right, so that's who we're raising funds for tonight, and we're going to talk about a couple of things. Now, for every sauce we go through, we're going to spend a couple of minutes talking between each, but for each sauce we go through, we have a couple of donation rewards. So if we get a donation of $20 or more, that on screen is going to light up, and we are going to double the sauce for that upcoming round. Get an extra saucy. If we get a $50 donation, $50 or more, we're going to double the sauce, and we're going to have a 5-minute lockout. We can't touch our drinks for 5 minutes. Okay? And if we get a $100 or more donation, all of that plus we have to clean the wing completely down to the bone, all the meat gone. The other thing is we are aiming to raise $1,000. We're at 505
New follower.
Of our current
Welcome
goal.
to the Red Legion.
And we're if we can get that all covered at $1,000. I don't know if you want to, but I've got a Santa Claus hat that I'm going to wear for the rest of the stream. Sounds like you've got some hair options.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
As I get progressively hotter, I'm going to switch out cover. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like, are you guys hungry?
Yes.
Okay.
Hungry enough, ready.
Yeah. Let's go for the top view here,
appetite.
and we're gonna break the seal. These are fresh, unopened, and you want to get one of our wing packs? Can you go to the top view there? So first, I'm gonna shake it up. This is the spread for tonight.
So the spread, not the wings.
Yes. So do you want to read to us what sauce number 1 is?
So this is the Buffalo Hot Sauce. It's 1,800 Scoville heat units. Hot One's first Buffalo Hot Sauce features mild cayenne peppers, tangy vinegar, and a creamy texture thanks to real butter. No artificial flavoring here. It's rich. It's craveable. It's ready to be put on everything.
You're hired.
Getting that little sniff. Can I get the lid in there? We'll get it nice and coated up. Each round. What kind and where to get the wings from? So these are they're Costco special, the big frozen pack. So Costco special. We thaw them out, and I actually do an air fryer on these. You guys saw me. You arrived just recently thanks to the weather, but we got air fryer with little baking powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Real basic like that. Do you want to? We'll go.
Are we just gonna bones back into the same container? I guess
we could bones back in. I mean, you've got the trash over there. I've got a trash over here.
All right,
and I've got a container right here.
All right, there we go. We got Dustin Williams with the $10 donation. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
So let's go ahead and get this. We got a hydrate command as well. We'll get to after this.
So wait, the hydrate thing. What's that? We have to hydrate or we can't hydrate?
I'm actually probably going to pause that since there is a drink lockout.
Oh, the hydrating is the drinking. Yeah. Let's see how silly we can get red on a stream button.
Yeah.
Nice.
You don't have to claim.
Welcome to the Red
I know
Legion.
if you don't put your handle in there, it does show your name that it got billed to. But I'll tell you what, you don't got to claim it one way or the other.
So, every season of Hot Ones, they change the lineup somewhat. There's a couple of mainstays sometimes.
We got ourselves a $20 donation.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Nice, guys.
Thank you very much. I need to get the page up. I can't read it that far off, but...
I was just going to say, though, it's been a couple of seasons since I've bought the Hot Ones lineup, and I've run out of almost all my sauces.
Yeah.
But this one, so it's vinegary.
Yeah. It's buffalo and vinegar.
It's a bit more vinegar than...
And there's almost an undetectable amount of spice. It's like just a little bit. You know,
I'm in danger. I actually felt that one a little bit. I'm so screwed.
I thought it was a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to make sure we get that. We'll call out the donors as we go.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like a real cultured person. Put a napkin in my lap.
We got J-Man with $20 and Dustin Williams. So we will be doing a double the sauce on the next one up. So let's talk a little bit, maybe not specifically into Star Citizen stuff, but gaming. Maybe do we want to start on Star Citizen? I feel like with him not being a backer yet,
soon TM.
What games did you play growing up, and which ones do you feel like most influenced your interests today? This is a question from Travian Starfall.
Nice. All right.
So for me this year, I got in when we got our first Atari, and I was playing it was called Jungle Hunt. We had Haunted House, just a whole bunch of little small bit games. And then Super Mario Brothers came out, and that really got me stuck as well. So I've been gaming since then. I think that got me dangerously into gaming would have to be the Final Fantasy franchise.
Oh, yeah.
So growing up, I didn't have the Super Nintendo, but I remember my friend got Final Fantasy 3, also known as Final Fantasy 6. We just spent a lot of time playing that, and
Awesome.
Nice.
my life.
Yeah. So my first memories
New
of gaming,
follower.
my dad was
Welcome to the Red Legion.
He was a musician and a computer nerd. He's always been like a first investor with technology. So he actually had a couple of arcade machines. We had Space Invaders in our house, as well as another one called Targ. And then he had another one out and about. I think it was Asteroids, like the old 3D line vector graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how I got started. We also had I don't think we ever actually owned an Atari, but I had something called an Arcadia 2001, which was like a next generation Atari kind of. And we had a Texas Instrument, like a TI-99 or whatever they were back then. I can't remember. But yeah. And then space games. What got me into space games in general was a buddy of mine had an Atari. And there was some crazy one that you had to fly on for like ever through the stars, and it was really hard to play. But I would also watch my dad on the Texas Instrument. He would play this old Star Trek game, and you actually had to save your game by tape, like an analog tape backup. Yeah. And those were the days. It was good times.
Yeah. Growing up, like I know we started with the Atari. It was a little bit before I could really appreciate it. But yeah, one of the earliest memories I have is my mother, the year that we got the original Nintendo, and she was playing Dr. Mario. We got it for Christmas, and between Christmas and New Year's, she just went crazy with it. And I walk out one night, to get a drink. It's like 4 a.m. And my mom's out there sitting in front of the TV just jamming a Dr. Mario.
Nice.
Like she's like, oh, like, are you getting to bed soon? I'm like, Mom, like, you know what time it is, right?
It's Dr. Mario time.
So yeah, we grew up there, and I'm also in a similar vein. My dad was an earlier adopter for internet and those computer technologies for education, right? And so we always had extra computers laying around. And I think last year I talked about uninstalling Microsoft Office to be able to get Diablo 2. So I would say Diablo 2 is definitely one of the more formative games in my background. So
I gotta say, Diablo 1's the reason I did so poorly in my math class in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather spend time playing that than
I did a lot of those point and click adventure games where you had to find the right pixel to click on back in the early 90s.
Okay, so this might date some of you. Did you ever do the text-based adventures?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Leisure Suit Larry.
I
didn't do that one.
That was the first one I
did
played.
King's Quest, and I did Laura
Zork? Okay.
Laura Bow, and Space Quest.
Okay.
The big ones I did.
Yeah, Zork. Did play Zork.
I played that later. I wasn't adapter of that one when it first came out, but I did play it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we aged ourselves when we said Atari, I think. And the gray in my beard might do that too.
All right. What do you think is the most underrated game you've played?
Star Control on the Genesis, Sega Genesis. Nobody knows about it except for like a handful of me and my friends.
Yeah.
And that was such a freaking fun, in-depth game for a console game back in the day. I mean, this was early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, for me. And Star Citizen, it's starting to be less underrated. But,
yeah. Well, and I mean, now that people are, it's been really exposed as the scam, but.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, Ghosts and Goblins.
I don't know, I think, Ghosts and Goblins is a good one. I think was Chrysalis. It was a Nintendo game. I don't know if you guys ever played it. Chrysalis. It
sounds familiar.
It was a lot like Zelda, Legend of Zelda, and you play like an android and you just go around and you are trying to figure out what you're doing, essentially. But yeah, I started playing that game and I couldn't stop playing it. It was one of my favorite games. But
right on. Yeah. Before Final Fantasy, I didn't have a Sega Master System, but I did have a Genesis, and I started with Phantasy Star 2. That was my first like JRPG, and that really got me into that genre of games. And then I didn't discover Final Fantasy until 7 came out on the PS1, and played that like a roommate owned that and had a big old TV. And so yeah, that got me into that. Holy crap!
Right.
Final Fantasy forever after that.
Yeah. For me, I've got to say, like, Total Annihilation was that was kind of like a StarCraft-esque, but like StarCraft had the unit limits.
Mm-hmm.
Total Annihilation, you could go crazy. Like you could go as many as it would grind your computer to a halt.
Oh,
but you could
siege engine strategy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like the original Civilization.
Yeah.
The further you got on in that game, and the more AI that had to think in between rounds, you'd like hit enter on your 33 megahertz or whatever you had at the time, and just wait for it to chug, like go away for an hour and come back, and maybe it was ready for your move.
Yeah.
I love Civ.
Yeah, good times. I think we're ready to get into sauce number 2. Do you want to, Shazin? You want to go ahead and tell us about sauce?
This is the double
2?
sauce, right?
Yeah, we're doubling up the sauce. If somebody gets a $50 or $100 donation, we'll be on those lockout other items, but we're gonna keep an eye out.
All right, this one's called the Angry Goat, blistered shishito and garlic, 5,800 Scoville heat units. Angry Goat brings a verdant charred flavor, a blistering shishito peppers combined with savory garlic to the 2-spot wing. It's a tasty next step with manageable heat, but don't get cocky. We've got a lot of lineup left. All right.
There's the goat.
And this one's thick.
Yeah, this is a thick sauce. We're gonna double it up. Can we get into the top view?
So it might be hot enough to make us scream like a goat.
You got it to come out.
Yeah, I got it to come out there, and we're doubling it up. So
there we go.
That is like literally half the bottle, guys. This might have been a great sauce to savor, but we're not about that. We're not about this life.
We're not about this life.
Yeah, the Angry Goat Pepperco blistered shishito. Now, shishito peppers are kind of a fun one. They like 1 out of every 10 is actually spicy, and the rest are pretty mild. My nephew likes to do those. He's like close to 8 years old now, but he'll eat them. He thinks it's the funniest when he gets one of the hot ones.
Oh, nice.
So, all right, we are shaking it up there. And the request there was a question about what everyone was drinking tonight. So, Shaozin's got water.
Water. Yeah.
I've got nothing.
SoundsNifty is going raw. I've got myself a nice Guinness. Oh, actually, it's not sponsored yet.
All right.
So
we're gonna try this. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the clean your wing thing, like the twisty.
Yeah.
Oh, you take out the bone first.
You prep the wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm old school. I can't.
Down the hatch.
All right. Ooh, that's nice.
That is real good.
Producer Maldor here. I can smell it. It's that dense, so it must be good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great garlic.
Always embarrassing to eat on camera, no matter what the situation.
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. That's fine.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely one I'm going to be adding to the repertoire, right? I'll hold on to this one for a while.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a unique flavor. And like entirely pleasant.
Yeah. If you guys want to play along, there's the Amazon affiliate link. It helps support me a little bit and curbs my shopping habits in the holidays, because I got to tell you what, guys, my entire Christmas decor, like, we do have matching present wrappings. It's just everything's the Amazon brown box.
Yeah, I actually stopped at Costco to update our Christmas wrapping paper, because I realized we'd probably been using a handful of the same ones for a couple of years. The kids needed an update.
Yeah, it's the... Yeah.
We get like 3 or 4 new rolls every year as we finish off the past years as we go along. So.
Yeah. Of course, like, I know Santa Claus uses different kinds of wrapping paper, at least in Mrs. Red's family history. So
That's the same way we do it.
Yeah. He's crafty.
Well, Santa Claus, it makes sense. He's consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he has really good handwriting.
Dude, yeah.
It's not me, but yeah. My wife has really good handwriting.
All right. If you guys want to pick a question off there, you're free to. Or we could let's get into movies.
Right.
Which movie adaptation of a book did the best job?
I'm gonna say Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And
that
was easy.
Lord of the Rings,
but not The Hobbit.
Definitely not The Hobbit. How do you change that size of a book into a 3?
Travian Starfall was the one who asked that question, and he said there are 2 options: Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, for the ones that did it well and ones that did it poorly.
I'd say Hobbit what did it poorly.
The worst one, the worst book,
worst adaptation.
Oh,
for that question.
Yeah.
For The Hobbit.
Oh, so the worst adaptation I've ever seen was Battlefield Earth.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I read the book in
Great
6th grade. Loved it. That's
a great book.
Huge and amazing book. And then the movie, it's huge. This is probably the biggest novel I've ever read, like single novel. And then I waited on the back of it. This is like 1985 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember reading on the back of the book, soon to be a major motion picture. And it wasn't until I was managing a movie theater that it actually got announced, and then it came out, and I was so utterly disappointed.
And I'm going to be honest, I did not watch the movie.
You've done yourself no disservice.
I could feel the disappointment.
Yeah.
But it came out when I was on my mission, and I came back, and I heard enough reviews to go, I'm not watching.
It was my favorite book for a very, very long time, and the movie just...
I think it was my mission. I didn't hear about it until after my mission.
Can everybody just really quickly wave hi to Negligent? Hi,
Negligent! I keep having to remember where the camera is.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Negligent!
Yeah, so for me, it's got to be Ready Player One. I feel like that book was such a page turner. Like I'm a big fan of audiobooks, so listening to it, having it narrated by Will Wheaton, he did a great job. He was actually mentioned in it, and one of the Easter eggs was he didn't know he was referenced in the book.
Oh, cool.
Until he was reading through that part, and I guess he had stopped midway through. He's like, "That's so freaking cool."
That's awesome.
So I mean, and you know what a level of pop culture iconography,
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it, right?
Well, and he's a nerd's nerd. He embraced the community, and he's embraced back, and
he gives back. Yeah.
That's
awesome
for sure. But the book was great. The movie was just such a groaner.
Yeah.
Right? For someone, and don't get me wrong, I feel like for someone who didn't read the book, they would have gone into the movie and enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it in my ignorance.
For someone that listened to that book 4 or 5 times through, almost continuously, each time, I'd start it and I'd be done in a day and a half.
Wow.
Right? The movie was just, it was disappointing, but,
What
I feel like
the hepatic makeout scene. I mean, was that
the haptic?
Yeah, what did I say?
Yeah, hypnotic.
The
haptic feedback scene.
I feel like the capsaicin's already getting the Shazo.
Maybe.
I'll say another one that I thought was a little poor was Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh!
That the movie adaptation didn't stand up to the...
Wait, there's a book for that?
Oh, yeah.
All I saw was the movie.
Yeah, there's a book for that. Same as Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Okay.
Same guy.
All right.
Except for that one movie was kind of more entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like somebody who did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, he would have had something better to do than Pride and Prejudice.
Well, that was his first one.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice? Are you kidding me? Every guy that's ever been forced to watch through the 5-hour version of Pride and Prejudice,
to the Red Legion.
and then you get a zombie movie you can sneak in with your wife. I still have yet to get her to watch it, but
yeah,
it was a win.
So, as someone who's never watched or read any of them, the standard Pride and Prejudice, and then the Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, is it just like the same story, but they're zombies?
So I never read the real Pride and Prejudice, but I can say...
Oh, crap. We have ourselves...
What do we have?
A $100 donation from Cooley.
Holy cow.
Shout out.
Thank you very much, Cooley. Appreciate it very much. That means next round we're doubling the sauce. We are going to have a 5-minute drink lockout, and we're going to have to clean the wing. Now, we are being... I want to say it's my cooking, but we are cleaning that wing. So
those wings are good.
All three.
Sweet.
Are we moving ahead already?
If we would like to. How about one of you run it, and I will read off number 3.
Okay.
So this is Piscaya's spicy sweet passion fruit. It is 16,000 Scoville heat units. Made by our neighbor Maritza Abreu in Brooklyn, New York. Piscaya celebrates Maritza's Dominican roots. Caribbean-grown passion fruit is the star of this sauce that makes any wing a sticky tropical treat.
I love passion.
More.
Yeah,
is this a double?
Yeah, that's a double.
Okay.
That's a double.
There we go.
That's like a quadruple.
All right.
We're gonna have some leftover if we're lucky.
Passion fruit. Oh.
All right,
Doctor, I've sealed the container.
Thank you. Forceps.
I've got a multiple. This is close enough, right?
Sponge.
we've got a bleeder.
Don't ask me why we have this. Well, I know why we have it. It's my fault.
Okay, so I just tenderized the chicken a bit much with that too. So
Yeah.
Let it soak.
that is so.
Yeah, you got to really get it coated on there. Now, this first batch, they were all wings, right? So we got the double bone in there, and I just get a little.
Yeah. I'll give it back to you after we get ours.
Dripping.
There you go.
Dripping.
If we're gonna have to drip, I'm
I'm
gonna
have to
get
use
it.
mine, yeah.
All right. Well, let's hold on.
Getting that bowl going.
Get all you want.
I just got to say.
Tell your wife I'm sorry. I made a mess.
Yeah, it's okay. It's machine
Got
washable.
more of that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Provecho.
Mm-hmm.
16,000 Scoville.
Tastes like candy.
Yeah.
I love passion fruit. And this delivers.
Nice.
Maldor, you are going to have your own wings later.
Can we get the overhead?
I mean,
Yeah, mine.
sure.
Yeah, we saved half a bottle for you.
Mm-hmm.
We got to save it, but I'm off to the side. So.
Now, that passion fruit, did we get the 5-minute drink lockout going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, that was good.
What Scoville was this one?
33,000. No, this is 16,000.
Mm-hmm.
So did you explain to them what Scoville means?
I feel like that's a great talking point. I'm not feeling the spice on this one. It is just delicious.
No, yeah.
It's a passion fruit sauce.
It's hard to tell at this level.
Yeah.
Like once we get up the tree a little bit, it'll be easy to tell.
But yeah, that passion fruit. This was delightful.
Yeah.
Dude, we're coming up on my favorite one, the Los Calientes.
Calientes.
That is one of my favorite sauces, and it's very mild compared to other stuff. But
I want to say,
boy, is it,
again, thank you for that, Cooley. The $100 donation there for StackUp.org. A great organization to represent. And, going for a great cause. That was delicious. Right? Just, I feel like that's great. Did you want to talk about the Scoville heat scale and how it's...
I feel like you had a better grasp of it. I can't remember all the minutiae of it.
Yeah, minutiae. So the way that they actually determine the Scoville heat rating, it's a very scientific process. They have professional tasters that are trained to detect capsaicin. So kind of like the wine noses, or like the folks that do bourbon and scotches, right? These are professional tasters. So the Scoville heat rating is basically at what level do they have to dilute a liquid or whatever sauce it is? At what level do they have to dilute it before they're able to, before they can detect, At what point does the capsaicin disappear completely?
Right.
So they start off, and as long as they can detect that spice, right, they keep diluting more and more. And at a certain point, it's non-detectable. And I think it's a multiple year long process to get it actually officially rated. But
it's got to go
raid
through multiple
activated.
people, probably. I mean, it's super subjective, but it sounds like they've got a system.
So this is the real gift of tongues, or?
Yeah. Thank you, Lead Fireclaw, for the raid of 17. Hey, folks.
Nice.
I'm Red Monster SC. We've got SoundsNifty here, my brother-in-law and local friend, and then also Shaozin, who's a brother from another mother. We watered the sagebrush together.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have watered the desert.
We have.
And driven many miles together.
Yeah. We did a carpool to CitizenCon. Man, that was great. Our car ended up Reddit famous.
Mm-hmm. Well, your car ended up Reddit famous.
Yeah.
And it was mostly your pyro artwork, I think, that really sparked people off. That was good.
I think the pyro, it was pyro or bust scribbled on the back and window marker. But yeah, then on the side, my other right is a JPEG. I still need to get that put into a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I am a fan of my little contribution, which was kind of like Baby on Board. You'll see those stickers, and it was Legatus on board. So
yeah, Legatus Navium.
Yes,
it was
Legatus Navium on board.
Yeah, and again, thank you everybody that's coming in with Lead Fireclaw. We're taking the Hot Ones Season 22 challenge, going through all 10 sauces. Now, varying levels of spice, starting at 1800 Scoville, going up to a sauce that's not rated, but the Pepper X that it's based off of is a 2.8 million, 2.7 million Scoville heat units. I got to tell you, that's on the end, and I'm a little worried about that one.
Yeah, it's hotter than the last time we did this. It's hotter than any of the other.
Yeah. The last time we had the last Ebb Apollo.
That was good.
And I think that was like a 1.8 million.
Yeah.
So this is like a 2.7 million.
So
and
almost, That's going to be significantly hotter.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
So,
shebang.
We had some homework for SoundsNifty here to watch some of the videos on Star Citizen. So the first one is obviously the Star Engine tech demo. As a video game designer, somebody that's gone through and the actual logistics of developing a video game from start to finish, what was your impression of what they're doing with the Star Engine?
That thing was awesome.
Yeah, correct answer.
26 minutes, one take, going in and out. So I was mostly in the engineering part, and I was just trying to figure out how they did it.
In and out of buildings, in and out of ships,
in and out of planets, in and out of atmospheres.
Through a wormhole.
Through a wormhole. No load time. So yeah, my whole time, to be honest, the whole time I was looking behind, I was like, how would I do this? And I just was coming up with ideas of how I could hide the loading and the buffers. And
do you feel like 650 million would be enough?
Yeah, maybe.
And the right group of people.
Yeah. So Star Engine, it looks fantastic. I'm excited to see everything else that they're able to do with it, because that's something that can really change things.
Yeah,
it was really neat.
I think the level of detail they go into, and there was a couple like flickers of textures and stuff.
Yeah,
one tree pops in, boulders popping in, and stuff like that. We do.
But it's the system just needs a little bit of polish, right? And that's where we're at. Now we did hit the 5 minute. We're out of the drink timer, but I don't know that I need it. I have a whole glass of Guinness here, and I feel bad not.
Yeah, no, you need to nurse that.
Not
thing.
Nursing it.
I don't know.
So maybe now's a good time. We can run one of the other videos for the StackUp.org Charity Fundraiser. Talk a little bit more about what they're doing.
I know.
Enemy fire from the site. They're all armed. Maneuvering on your position. We'll be setting up for an engagement.
All right. Oh, sorry, just getting my YouTube chat back up. It's great looking at multiple channels here. So we have that. We are currently. So that was number 3, Pesqueya, the sweet, spicy passion fruit. I think a delicious sauce, right? The fruitiness comes through. It's a real fruit, low sodium, and hot sauce with a twist. I think they did a pretty good one.
So far, that's my favorite.
All right. Let's get now. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten?
Strangest.
So you don't do strange foods. We talked about this before.
I just don't eat bugs. And most, I don't know, like monkey brains, no thanks. Cow brains, no thanks. Lingua, I'll do it. I'll eat tongue.
Lingua's good. That's a nice meat.
Yeah. But no. I draw the line at things I don't think should be eaten.
I've had crickets. The nice crispy crickets.
Yeah. We shared crickets together.
Yeah, we had a scorpion.
Yeah. I actually have just back here behind Jeb and Val. I've got a chocolate covered scorpion pair, a dark chocolate and a light chocolate.
Nice.
So
now I can say I have had haggis, like legit in Scotland haggis 3 times. 3 different regional recipes, 3 different, completely different experiences, and all 3 were amazing.
Oh.
And I've had it like locally because I play bagpipes, and so I've spent a lot of time at like Scottish fairs and competitions and stuff. And I've had like, fair food haggis in the U.S., and it's never been good. It's always horrible.
Yeah.
And then I had it in Scotland. It was like legit awesome.
Now,
Really good.
Call Me Gerb says Bellet. B-A-L-U-T.
Balut.
Balut?
We don't
What
want
is
to talk
that?
about balut.
What is that?
Isn't that the crazy egg with the partially?
With the like duckling or
It was the thing it was like Cardassian food in the episode with Picard where he was captured by the Cardassians and they were torturing him. There are 4 lights or whatever it was,
There are 4 lights.
I forget, but yeah, that stuff's nasty. If I've got the right thing in my head.
Yeah.
I don't.
I've never heard of it.
Century egg.
Century
Same
egg is
maybe.
the same
Maybe. I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Wow. That's
Maldor's showing us a photo. I'm not going to put that on stream.
No, that'll get you canceled.
Yeah.
We don't want to be demonetized.
That is. Yeah, that looks really interesting.
Don't Google balut.
I mean, so I've had cow brain, and it was interesting. It was deep fried, and I thought it wasn't bad.
Okay.
It was kind of flavorless, to be honest. The crickets had like kind of like a tomato flavor to them. It was actually pretty good. I thought it would go good on a pizza or anything else that you'd add tomato zest to. Salad, that would go good on a salad.
I was in Nolans and had fried crocodile. It was either fried crocodile or alligator. I can't remember that. It was good.
Yeah, I think fried alligator.
That sounds good.
But you get that in the South, right?
Yeah.
We had the lived on the Panhandle for a bit, and we had the Mullet Festival.
It's a mullet.
Yeah, I know it's a fish, but obviously being
that kind of mullet.
Being in the South,
I just pictured a bunch of rednecks with the hairdo, and I'm from Tennessee. I grew up with that hairdo.
I wish you were more wrong, but no, that's exactly what it turned into. Because it's celebrating the mullet fish, but yeah,
Nice.
Of course, we were kind of like in the spring break Panhandle area, and yeah, everybody from Alabama, Mississippi was in. It was the Mullet Fest. They had their turkey legs. They had fried alligator on a stick.
On a stick.
Yeah.
That's
It was a
awesome.
nice little shish kebab type thing. It was good.
It sounds like a fun experience.
Yeah, it was tough a little bit. Like I remember it being a lot tougher meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be tough.
It reminded me of like
Tried it.
fried clam. Like if you've ever had that at like a I don't know, Captain D's or whatever.
Yeah, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we talked about what the craziest thing you've eaten. What's the weirdest thing you've cooked? Anybody adventurous like that?
Weird cooking? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a hard time spending my money on weird things. the worst like disaster I ever did was I tried to emulate a legit Chicago deep dish pizza at home.
Yeah.
That was a fail. It was bad.
I mean,
What's that up?
I can't do Giordano's, man. I suck at that. I'm not very good with crusts and baking in general.
I don't consider anything I've made weird. I don't know if others would. I mean, I make different things from different cultures. Like I've made Japanese food. I've made I don't know.
Yeah,
sashimi was fun, but there wasn't much cooking involved. Just the rice.
My daughter has a wheat allergy, and so we went through like a period of time where we were doing a lot of sushi, making that at home, and then also we were doing onigiri, which
we make that right.
Little seaweed wrap,
little rice balls.
Yeah,
so I feel like for me the biggest cooking fail it was when I was still getting my feet wet as far as cooking, like the more advanced stuff, and I was trying to do some nice marinades and stuff. And I decided I was going to marinate a steak in pineapple juice. I thought, give it kind of an interesting flavor. Well, I set it in the fridge with the steak overnight.
And that cooks it, doesn't it?
It doesn't cook it. It just removes any texture left.
That would be more like a fish, maybe.
What I had left was like a grainy, gray imitation of what might have once been meat.
Oh.
And I was really sad about that.
That's disappointing.
I know.
Back on the gross, like the worst thing I've ever eaten was in Pyro. One of the slugs. Those things are pretty gross.
Yeah.
The grossest thing I had was blood sausage. I don't like blood sausage. Nah.
Yeah. If you can warm up them. Mrs. Red is here. She's got the other wings ready. We still have 2 to go. She's gonna toast those up in the air fryer again.
Nice.
So yeah. Hi, Cyberbob. Cyberbob actually inspired this, by the way, the charity stream.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
thank you, Cyberbob.
He was doing he wanted to do a Veterans Day scavenger hunt.
Oh nice.
And I was like, hey, you know what? We could partner it up with a charity. And it just happened a couple of weeks before the event. Somebody from StackUp.org reached out to me and said, hey, we're looking for content creators, and we made that connection. And
you drink enough.
Yeah. Well, and so for that, it was we did a Veterans Day scavenger hunt. Somebody Bob volunteered for the rule set. He put it together. We had one planet. We couldn't break atmosphere, right? So everybody got the Fury vehicle, which doesn't have a quantum drive.
Okay.
And they had to go find a matching set of armor, so a tiered set. So all your light, medium, or heavy.
Yeah.
And the first person to come back with a full set of the same tier of armor won. We had a Fury LTI. I think Bob put a ship together, and we actually raised $505 for charity on that event. And that's what we're continuing off with. The person that won was Jenks Light Rice. He went out and found a crashed Caterpillar with a bunch of loot boxes on it. So it's a nice large cargo ship.
Yeah.
And was looting through those. Yeah, Bob got him a Cutter Scout. It was a newer, small ship. We have an ad break coming up here. What we'll do is we'll hit the ad break. and we'll talk about some of the videos, some more of the videos for Stack Up before we get into the next one.
Right on.
Cool.
So, all right. And can you mute?
Who let the dogs out?
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
The war had just started when I arrived to Iraq. We did our thing, we had some experiences, and when we came back, when we got off that plane, Before we can even embrace our loved ones, our fire team leader says, do not tell anybody what happened to you, or what you saw, or what you experienced, or you will probably lose your job. A lot of folks who really don't understand mental health see it as a weakness. We always jokingly said, suck it up and press on. You wear a beret for a reason. This mindset that we can't be vulnerable, we can't have emotions, we can't experience them, let alone process them in a healthy manner. That starts the stigma of mental health.
Stack Up is a military charity supporting U.S. and allied veterans' mental health through gaming. Before we were sending out
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties. So that's what we're helping with is veterans going through those challenges post-deployment, helping with the stresses and challenges that they encounter on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome.
We're going to work on a couple of things here. That call out for the charity, getting that fixed. Can you guys tell this is a live production?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live productions are hard.
We did see someone redeem the Let the Dogs Out. Now, because of the rearrangement of the studio today, I'm not going to be able to do that, but we will refund those channel points, so you can redeem that later on. Sunday morning will be the Sunday morning mining session when that comes up. But
this one works.
That's fine. Yeah. You can pop your goats. You can pop the applause. We paused hydrates because that's,
it's against some of the other.
Yeah, we have conflicting rule sets today. Yeah.
Oh, right. There we go.
And let's see. We've got Caractus Pots. Nice work. A great charity and hot sauce too. Thanks for holding this charity drive. And John CC.
I know that guy.
$100 from John CC, which doubles the sauce, 5-minute drink lockout, and we got to clean the wing. Thank you there. And Caractus Pots, we're doubling the sauce in your honor. So let's talk about what's up next. Number 4. This is your favorite. I'm going to let you read.
All right.
Sauce number 4.
My old eyes. All right. Hot Ones, Los Calientes, Barbacoa.
Top view.
So Hot Ones' official sauce of grillin' and chillin' brings deep smoky notes of chipotle. I've never been sure how to say that, but
that sounds good.
Chipotle sounds wonderful.
All right. To anything it touches, just under medium heat, signals that we're about to turn the corner into the back half of the lineup. 3,300 Scoville. I'm sorry, this is 33,000.
33,000. I was like,
there's a comma in a different place. Yeah, from 16 to 3,300. Right.
Oh,
yeah. So 33K, and this is one of my personal favorites.
Chipotle is always a
Los Calientes Barbacoa is I would say one of the it's a delicious smoky that it's enough heat that you appreciate it, but not so much you gotta pay for it later.
Right. Thank you. I was sleeping on the job.
Oh, I was supposed to do that while you were reading. I was sleeping.
I think we're all sleeping on the job. That's fine. Let's load this up. All right, we're still on the.
So we're doing the double.
Just confirming.
Wait, there's a drink lockout.
Yeah, there is a drink lockout.
Double the sauce.
Starts after.
That is quite.
Yeah, that's true.
Problem with doubling the sauce is I'm also like.
We don't have it for later.
I don't have it for later. I just give this.
Yeah, I can take away from it.
Oh yeah. Go give that away. This is one that
is Chipotle Paradise.
You smell.
That's my baby.
Chipotle Paradise. Thank you, John CC and Caractus Pots, for your donations. Fantastic work. What are we at?
765.
765 for charity. All right, bring it that way.
Yours first.
All right. I'll take this.
I'm gonna just do the reach across.
That's fine.
Yeah. More. All right.
It's like it's a shame to have the almond there and not eat it. So.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna dip out of here. That is Oh, juicy.
That's Chipotle.
I'm gonna double dip here. Sorry, guys.
Kind of sad. It's like one of my favorite flavors on the planet, and I wasn't sure how to say it.
Mm-hmm. It's got a great Chipotle spice to it.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Very smoky, right? Kind of earthy. I'm feeling a little heat. Yeah, you getting a touch?
Definitely more than last time. Well, the last one was like candy coated goodness.
Mm-hmm. Last one was like a candy sauce, you know.
On par with like a raspberry vinaigrette or something like that.
Yeah.
Poppy
For the
seed.
sweetness.
It's delicious. One of my favorites, and I feel like I could get a 10-pack of just that sauce.
That is a good sauce.
Absolutely. That's one of the Heatonist, like Hot Ones, their brand. That's one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
They have a handful of them.
Yeah. They have the buffalo sauce to start. The barbacoa in the middle.
Now this buffalo sauce, is this one of theirs too? Or it's the other buffalo sauce?
I think it's theirs.
Okay.
The Hot Ones buffalo hot sauce.
Oh yeah, it says right there. There it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't get the
now I'm
drink
feeling
timer.
a little bit of heat on that
Yeah.
one.
Let's get the 5-minute timer going now. Yeah.
Now that we finished the
What, you
wing.
just started it now?
Well, have to finish the wing first, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, clean wings. All done there. That was great.
Yeah. Got a contender for the last one now.
It's just, I mean, we're having a little discussion. Hot sauces are one thing, but straight peppers, not
Completely
always.
different animal.
But yeah, they can be a completely different critter.
Yeah. I bought these from the local grocery store. There's red and green jalapenos, and I got a couple of habaneros. And it's mostly for dressing, but I do plan on going through and making stuffed jalapenos with these afterwards. I'm gonna,
Dude, I'll mince them and stick them in like omelets and stuff.
Yeah,
they're good.
Oh,
I was debating like how much I could do like with a pickling, you know, get them preserved that way. The other thing is I want to incorporate the habaneros. My thought was to do a habanero with the cream cheese filling that goes inside the jalapeno.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They also really taste really good if you roast the habanero and you put it into a salsa. It gives it a nice smoky type salsa.
Yeah.
It's really good.
You're making me hungry, and yet we're still eating.
Yeah. We are pacing ourselves here.
It is.
Yeah.
So maybe as we're sitting here, it's feeling a little hot, right? Get the hint of what's to come.
Yeah. My lips are filling in.
Yeah. So, speaking of feeling it, like, what are your thoughts on people spending thousands of dollars on virtual spaceships?
On virtual spaceships?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I haven't gotten into Star Citizen is because my personality type is the type that could really get into that type of thing, and I've got other responsibilities.
Wise.
It's the same reason I didn't play World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Because I learned my lesson with Diablo, and that one wasn't completely MMORPG, so I could see how this one would completely suck my life away. So that's my fear about Star Citizen. I look it up. I know this looks awesome. This looks great.
You know,
I'm afraid of.
There's one thing that people are worried about, and it's how much you have to pledge. But what really gets them in is you got a $45 starter pack, and everything but the ships that have released within the last 3 months or so, you can buy with in-game credits, right?
Yep.
There is a lot to say about the basic broke backer, or somebody that's just got $45 in the game. They earn their way up, or they crew for somebody else who's got, you know, a Legatus Navium ship or a wing, fleet, or a wing commander fleet. You know, where Shazam and I are good friends to have if you're one of those in that situation.
Yeah,
but
our fleets mean nothing without people to fly them, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when the game goes live, I've got to count on hundreds of people to join my org and make use of my ships, or else it's just going to be what do they call them? Hanger
queens.
Hanger queens. Yeah. That's it. Ooh, beautiful. Thank you.
All right.
I apparently started the ad by accident.
Whoopsie.
Maldor's over here discovering what buttons do.
After these messages.
Highly technical and skilled person in real life, but on stream, maybe not.
John CC from YouTube gave the thumbs up, and Geraldo from YouTube says, "Yo, baby. Yo, Geraldo."
Yeah, baby.
So those on Twitch that aren't subscribers right now are watching an ad. But they get to see us a little bit, right? We get to a minimum window up on the top, almost like us watching the broadcast preview there.
Yeah.
So, there are ships that are $45 with the game package that gets you in. There are ships that you have to spend $1,000 already to be able to even see, and that's it's an interesting fact because a lot of people see that, but it's all development. Right, funds. It's how they fund the development of the game, and that's how they've gotten to be able to earn $650 million, and to be able to put the tech in to make that 26-minute continuous shot through multiple planets and star systems. So it's all been very great.
Yeah, it's kind of the dream, right? Like a lot of people wanted this. I mean, I'm an old school EverQuest player. And that was huge, massive game for its time. And it was the first time I ever had a game, like, literally drop my jaw and have one of those brain-blown moments when I figured out I could go from one zone to the next, and then all of a sudden there was trees and mountains and critters crawling around and all kinds of craziness and other people. And Star Citizen is the first game that emotionally replicated that experience for me.
Yeah.
The first time I ever walked out onto the platform at Olisar, and I was looking out there, and my brain just started grasping onto, there's a dot over there. My brother told me that's Hurston, and I can actually go there. And you could just fly from there to there. You didn't have to load screen or anything. You can quantum it, or if you wanted to slow boat it, you could. And everything in between there actually exists. That blew my flipping mind, dude. And from that vast expanse down to the smallest detail of like nuts and bolts on a ship and hamburgers and hot dogs.
Double dogs.
Yep.
You got to get the double dogs.
The thing is, and looking at these things, the thing that gets me is I'm a really tech guy. I work a lot on back end things, and I just think of all the compute going behind there. My mind always goes straight there. It's like, oh man,
that's me too.
I would love to build that system that runs all this, to be a part of that.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. It's amazing things going there. And the
server meshing.
Yeah, the server meshing.
CloudImperiumGames.com/careers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what they pay their developers, but so many people stay on because it's passion.
Yeah.
And, especially in IT, where it's a field where the tendency is to make more money by jumping ship. And so many people have stuck with CIG for so long. They're just in love with the project as much as we are, and they just want to see it made.
Yeah. I think, Maldor here is, they did a demonstration on their server meshing technology. That's not one we sent you for the homework, but
they demoed it at CitizenCon. Very small scale, but they proved the technology out live in a demo.
3 different servers, all working in tandem with, they had a replication layer, and the simulation layer was each zone in a kind of a corner L-shaped hallway. One server handled the L joint, one handled the far wing, one handled the close wing.
Yeah.
And they showed as players and vehicles and objects all traversed across the different zones, and showed the authority, which server had authority for each.
Yep.
It had authority, but it was also reading from those other servers, and that was the replication layer tying it all together. So you no longer have a shard you load into. There's just might have a region just for network latency issues.
Yeah.
But
Yep, live streaming from one server to the other. Like
that's
projectiles.
Instantaneous transition to the next server. Transition of authority. It was crash recovery too. They killed one of the servers midway through.
Yep. And you got to watch the other server take up that load.
Yeah.
And the authority. They had a really cool graphic for the object containers and the way that they shifted from this to this to this. Oh,
that is awesome.
It was so cool.
Yeah, and they take that level of detail with the ships and the graphics piece of it, because you have planets with mountains that you can see at any distance away, and they've got the level of detail there.
Yeah. Then
you're flying there in your spaceship, but you get up and you walk over to the armor closet, and you can see the rivets and the paneling and everything. And
you can grab a gun and toss it out the back of your ship, and somebody down there can grab it off the ground. And
yeah, like object permanence like that across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
And
they're going to have to figure out, like, in the long run, how to balance permanence versus
deterioration would be a good play to that. Right?
Yeah.
Just
and how long do they let certain types of objects stick around in the verse?
Long-term persistent stuff.
Long-term persistence.
Like
object culling rules.
Culling. Yep. Soda cans might not last that long.
The big demo they talked about was the coffee mug. That was what Chris Roberts, his vision for server meshing and persistent entity streaming was, that you should be able to go down to an outpost, drop a coffee mug at a location, on the back of a ship that you've got landed there, and come back a week later and be able to see that same coffee mug, right?
Unless somebody else
comes
pick it up, which is beautiful.
They
talked
what
about
will happen if you leave your coffee mug there. Yeah.
Was that like 5 years ago? They talked about that being the vision, right? And we're seeing it's Cyberbob. You're saying clean up on server mesh is important. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clean up your hospital gowns, people. Clean up your hospital gowns. Speaking of what else is important? The importance of today's charity, StackUp.org. Can we get video number 3?
My name is Mary Dig. I was Army EOD. I served from 2000.
The war had just started when I arrived to Iraq. We did our thing. We had some experiences, and when we came back, when we got off that plane, before we could even embrace our loved ones, our fire team leader says, do not tell anybody what happened to you, or what you saw, or what you experienced, or you will probably lose your job.
GameCube, and I was sitting there watching them for a couple hours, and finally I was like, somebody put a controller on the floor. Like, I'm gonna try this. I have to try this. Video games became my route of escapism. That was how I coped. If you want to be happy, you have to do things in life that make you happy. And video games very much took me out of a dark place and made me happy again.
Well, all right, we're back and volume's back up. Sorry about the double video. The last one, apparently, we just was having its fun time. And Nightbot's yelling at me again. Let's turn off some of those.
I gotta say, Red, when I was doing live streaming for a hot minute, I never tried anything near as complex as what you've got going on here.
Yeah.
So my hat's not literally off to you yet. But speaking of, I actually felt the heat a little bit. So
switch over.
I'm gonna switch hats.
All right.
Go from my my wool flat cap to a UEE Navy cap because it breathes a little better.
Oh, there you go. So speaking of the charity, so at the University of Utah, they're doing studies about how video games apply to helping people in different aspects, from people children, especially undergoing chemotherapy and helping them with their recovery, their treatment, to other things as well. And so, there is a sound basis for what they're doing here. There were studies where they had them playing a video game where it was helping them fight off the cancer inside of them, and part of it is taking your medication, because
new follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
That's the worst part. That's the medication. And this helped the kids to actually stay on to be more likely to take their medication as scheduled.
Awesome.
So
tell us about the hat.
Oh, well, this is just the UEE Navy hat. The only reason why it matters is because I had a plan as I don't know, United Empire of Earth. It's a Star Citizen thing. if you're not a Star Citizen person. But as a bald dude, I have no hair on top of my head, and so if I get hot and I sweat, that tends to either, if it doesn't evaporate, it comes down into my face. And so especially when I'm eating hot food, I tend to wear hats. But yeah, it's snowing outside. We drove down in snowy weather, and so I'm wearing my like wool flat cap for the trip down here, and I'm like, well, as soon as I start warming up just a little bit, I'm going to switch hats.
Yeah.
And then I've got a third tier. When I'm just in pain, I'm going to switch to that.
Yeah. And we do also have, I just want to be clear, we've got Santa hats.
Yes.
These things do not breathe. They're the $3 Walmart special scratch your scalp Santa hats. And if we get $1,000 raised, I'm putting it on. I'm inviting you guys if you'd like to, or if you have something else terrible.
I'll do it.
My third hat will not breathe, and I'm going to add that to it if we get $1,000.
You brave soul.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
what we do for charity. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm just
self-torture.
There. Yeah, you know what I need is I need a custom made Santa hat that actually fits over with my gaming headset.
Oh yeah.
You know, because right now, like I'm one of those people with a bit of a large head naturally. So you know, it's the headphones and everything else. It's just a little bit too much for these regular store-bought hats. And yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about a nice felt hat.
I bet we can find you one.
Yeah, I've looked a little bit. I probably could invest more time in that.
Stretchy.
Did we want to talk about sauce number 5?
Yeah, and get it rolling.
Oh, Diablo with a J. Power jab. 55,000.
Yeah, this is one we need your.
All right.
So this one is a hedonist team favorite. Diablo sauces stand out for their unique Filipino flavors. Power jab features a punchy mix of Italian, Jamaican, round, and Asian teardrop peppers, with powerful aromatics like ginger and garlic.
Nice.
We have a
wants to be difficult.
Daniel Greenhall from YouTube saying video game therapy is real. Get some. Show's gonna slay the sauce.
Yes. How's it going, Daniel?
Stab it with your steely knife.
All right, we're good. Oh, am I gonna do this one? I guess
go for it.
That would make sense. I liked your technique earlier. Shake it up first, get things loose. Let's see. Is this a double sauce or is this just a?
No, this will be a standard. But you're certainly going for it there.
Yeah,
it was 1.5.
And hello there, Cecil. Hey, Red. Been here since the start, but couldn't chat until meow.
55,000 Scoville heat units, right? Okay.
Yeah. 55,000. Number 5. I did a paper for my degree that shows video games help treat some parts of PTSD.
Yeah, and I'd say specific to the Star Citizen community, I've never been part of a gaming community that had so many military veterans as part of it.
Yeah.
And I love that about this community. I've got a lot of vets that I've met through this experience. And just awesome quality people. People are people, but vets get my heart in a special
Cecil
way.
Is? Nope. Jeremy.
Oh, hey, Cecil.
Yeah. Let's go, BC Mags. Right. Cecil, these sauces aren't disappearing. We still got some left over.
Some of this before Red gets it all.
And remember, we are starting to climb a little bit now.
All right, so we're gonna read up on this one again. So this is number 5, Diablo Power Jab. Stand out for their unique Filipino
Channel
flavor.
aid activated.
Taste of Filipino spices.
Hey, Guru.
I don't have a whole lot of experience with Filipino food, so that's good to identify.
Thank you for the channel raid, Guru. We're eating sauce number 5. That's a smeller. That's a smeller. Italian, Jamaican, round, and Asian teardrop peppers. Powerful aromatics like ginger and garlic.
So this is where your normal, not hot sauce liking people would be like, nah, I'm not doing that. I think this is where they'd start tapping out, like your average, I don't like hot stuff people.
Yeah.
Like my kids.
It kind of tastes like spaghetti sauce. That's a spicy meatball.
Good. Very good.
That is toasty.
Yeah, it was good though.
And we haven't even broke 100,000 Scoville yet.
See, the thing with me is hot sauces is I love the flavor of hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
When it's hot, just to be hot, it just kind of loses me a little bit there.
Like extract sauces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't like it for the sake of being hot.
Built for the
I
pain.
like the flavor of it.
Yeah, they keep the bomb on this list.
Yeah.
For that, right? Yeah. It's like the I'm just angry at you, and I don't want you to be happy either kind of sauce. But everything else, they kind of every season they go through and they add really good flavors in there. I don't know. I've never like really been disappointed in one of their flavorful sauces. That seemed like it cared.
Yeah.
Blueberry habanero. That sounds pretty good.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Something Nifty is getting a question.
Oh.
Or sounds
nifty.
He said something nifty.
I'm something
nifty. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I absolutely feel like the future of training is going to be VR games.
Oh, absolutely. So I remember once in a tech class we had to come up with, where do you see the future in 10 years? My vision was having completely VR training for surgeons in operation. And even, and then past that, being able to scan the complete body and having a holographic image or a VR image of it and having them be able to practice on the scans of the body. Who knows where that kind of stuff can happen, but yeah, I think VR and stuff is definitely...
They're using it.
Yeah.
They've got that tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And augmented reality and all that.
Yeah, the augmented reality is really going to be cool. I've put some money into VR. I'm on my second headset, and I just got the Pimax Crystal. And that's a crazy headset. It's like better than 4K resolution. And so you need a beefy machine to drive it. But it's awesome. I experienced Pyro for the first time. Since at CitizenCon, I did not take the time away from the panels to go play in Pyro. I waited till I got home. Because I'm kind of a snob when it comes to using my own setup and being comfortable in the game. And so my first experience in Pyro was in 4K VR, and it was phenomenal. It was really cool.
That sounds awesome.
That is awesome.
I'm getting the mouth. It's not through the nose yet.
Yeah, mine's right here, or on the outside of my mouth where I got the juices on me while eating it.
Yeah, there's a steady burn, right?
And the tongue.
Yeah.
And, I agree that this is probably the cap of where your non-seasoned spice
the nose
goers.
is starting to get runny now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'd be like, this is insane. What are you doing to me?
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
And for me, this is like a comfortable, hello, friend. Kind of burn. But
long time no see.
Yeah.
BC Mags, I messed around with the HoloLens AR.
Yeah, I bet that was cool.
They do pilot training in VR, like cockpits.
Yeah.
And the U.S. government spends millions of dollars on these software programs that are basically an upscaled version of Microsoft Flight Sim, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I really, the flight community, the sim community, there are a lot of people into the VR because it's so immersive as opposed to like doing the 3-screen thing.
Yeah. Now you're doing the actual headset, the face mask where I've got the Tobii eye tracker.
Okay, yeah.
That does kind of similar.
Yeah. I like the Tobii. I love it. Oh. I have it, and that's what I play in if I want to be efficient. The VR experience right now is faked in Star Citizen. It's not native, so you lose a lot of like your HUD and stuff.
Clive Hughes from YouTube says, I really want Pepper X. All others are way too tame.
Yeah, we're going to be playing with Pepper X.
We're working up to it.
First time for me.
Halfway there.
The last time I did the Hot Ones Gambit, it was the Diablo Apollo.
Or it was the Apollo.
Yeah. Apollo.
Yep,
sauce.
the Apollo. Last Dab Apollo.
Last Dab Apollo.
Last Dab Apollo. Yeah.
Now, Shempasta, I don't know if he's gotten the memo. He says you're clearing out sinuses and losing some hair. Do we Am I the most well covered?
Yes.
Aside from Maldor, who's over there with a full head of hair. But the joke's on him because he's sitting right next to the window and it's snowing outside.
He needs that hair right now.
Use that hair.
So, yeah. We go from best to good to worst cover.
I mean, last year we did a beard length.
Yeah.
Where we had the most beard minutes. Mine was about to here.
Yeah.
So.
Yours was longer. It was almost to the braid,
Yours
right?
was the longest.
Yeah, with the braid, I had it down to the bottom of my chest, and my wife put up with that long enough.
Yeah.
So I keep it
long enough.
Right. She was sick of it.
Mine was getting there, but I made an agreement with Mrs. Red that while she was pregnant, I kept it trimmed.
Smart man.
Right.
Now let me grow it back in time for postpartum. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't have to deal with that. But.
So yeah, she doesn't like the beard when it gets too much. Like it turns into a mountain man. She's just like, I didn't marry mountain man, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. You know, it's coming back out. We're 4 months in. I'm gonna try and keep going. I've got a fresh beard kit
nice
with the balms and the oils to make sure I'll be
brush it.
I'll be. Jenks says it's like the evolution of man poster, but for heads.
Wait, isn't less hair more evolved according to Star Trek? Like all the smartest
it could be going
aliens
this way.
were bald.
Or this way. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it's just a little random in between there. I gotta say,
it could just be
you're all
wisdom.
committing the same mistake, so let's leave it at that.
Yeah, I do feel like we're probably the stupider ones in the room.
Yeah.
But we're doing it for a good cause, right?
Good cause.
It's for stackup.org. Make sure to pop in for our charity. Once again, a $20 donation, we double the sauce. Now, that's a double-edged sword because I'm seeing a lot of these really good sauces that we're almost halfway out of, right?
Yeah.
So, double the sauce, $50 donation gives us a 5-minute drink lockout. We're not allowed to touch our drinks. Now, I will say, I haven't really felt like I grabbed my Guinness a couple of times here with that last one, but hesitated because I know we're just getting started on the real ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It looks like you're tearing up now. So
well, and it's just because I'm moved.
He's moved
by the amazing amount that we've raised for charity. It's $765.
Oh,
our goal is to get $1,000. And when we do that, we're putting on the Santa Claus hats because that's officially the Red Legion sponsored supply crate for StackUp.org. So they will send a supply crate of games and consoles and stuff to a group, and I think we get our logo with it, and we will definitely get pictures back from whoever receives that supply crate as part of the fundraiser efforts. So that's really, we're delivering like Santa Claus.
That's amazing.
So,
just a public service disclaimer: remember, keep your fingers away from your eyes.
Yes.
Because I don't want any of us doing that.
I'm naturally one that I have a little bit of an OCD about my fingers and my hands. So I'm always cleaning with the rag here.
Right.
But yeah, it's there are fresh paper towels arrayed across the table here for if we need to really get in there. But
I've had an itchy eye since we started, and I've just been ignoring it.
I can get it for you.
Yeah, please do.
I've got the same spices on my fingers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would hurt. I've done that before. Forget, and I'm wearing contacts, and then I take my contact out, and it's like, oh, whoops.
What have I done?
I forgot I just had spicy duck curry and actually got some on my hands.
Yeah.
All right.
That's scary.
That's
why I've had my hands right here, clasped firmly.
Me saying that out loud was reminding me as much as anything else. Don't do it.
Reminder appreciated. Note taken.
I deleted my charity command by accident. We'll get that set up real quick.
That's probably what I'm feeling about.
On the YouTube side, maybe, but it's separate. Nightbot doesn't do both. I've got to have separate sign-ins for the YouTube and there. Oh, woo! Shem Pasta with $100 donation for Stack Up. We're up to $865
again,
and that's going to be for sauce number 6.
Sauce number 6.
let me set this up real quick. I'm going to take that stack up and change it over to Charity so that this is happier.
We've got a question here on the sheet that I'm really curious what our answers are.
Take it over.
What's the best game of all time for you? SoundsNifty.
Man, see, that's a hard one for me. I've liked so many games. Like I said, the one that really got me was probably, I don't know. I love Final Fantasy VII. It's the first game I saved up, and now I got a job. I saved up and I bought a PlayStation 1 just so I could buy Final Fantasy VII and play it.
Yeah.
My best friend and I, we stayed up all night playing that and looking at it. We were hours into the game when I realized you have to have a memory card with a PlayStation.
Oh no! Oh no!
So fortunately, I hadn't died yet, but we were almost out of Midgar. We were exploring everything, and I don't have a memory card.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And made a midnight trip over to Walmart.
Wow.
Back when they were still open at midnight, and bought a memory card for the PlayStation 1. But yeah, so that one's got a special place in my heart just for that.
So here's my question for you.
Yeah.
Did you breed a gold chocobo?
Not my first time through.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, on subsequent.
And were you using
completionist? Did
you use the guide?
I did have to use the guide.
Yeah, I used the crap out of the guide.
Yeah, when I play games, I am a very much a completionist, which is another thing that makes open-ended games like Star Citizen hard for me. Is I'm a completionist. I'll play a game through once without any help.
So usually you need to complete that fleet.
Then I go, exactly. Then I go through again, and I'll use a guide if I have to, because I want to find everything.
Well, the current Legatus package.
How do you win in a sandbox? Right?
Yeah,
you collect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the problem.
It's going to be the starships. It's going to be outfits. It's going to be skins. It's going to be whatever they have. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dangerous because we pump each other up too. Every fleet sale, every time.
Cecil says, "I also read a gold chocobo."
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. I did the gold chocobo.
I get the gold chocobo.
There was the after you beat Sephiroth, you got to go to weapon. The green weapon and the red weapon.
Oh yeah, gotta get the ruby weapon.
Ruby
weapon.
weapon.
Yeah, gotta get the weapons.
Ruby was the one you had to have summons on there to resurrect. It was like a whole stack.
Yeah, you have to have your
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and you have to get every single materia. You have to get all the summons. Gotta get Knights of the Round.
Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
John CC from YouTube says Doom.
Doom.
I loved Doom. That was
Doom.
But yeah.
So
Quake 4. Quake.
Yeah, me and my dad and I used to play Doom. That was how I got into networking. So, I'm professionally, I'm nowadays what's called a solutions architect, but previously I was a network engineer, a telecom engineer, and I've just been in IT for a long time. I'll just say that. So, anyway, yeah, my first taste of networking was getting a 9-pin to 9-pin connection between two computers to play Doom with my dad, and it was a blast. And he was so peaceful. He was like, let's go through the map and kill the things, and I kept shooting him in the back, and he was so patient with me.
That's awesome.
Such a good time.
Yeah, the thing that got me into network gaming was Warcraft 2. And I just remember we got a newer computer, and the ports and stuff didn't match with what you had to have for Warcraft 2 at that point, because they had it limited to you can only go up to port 20 or something like that, and all the peripherals start taking that at the time.
Yeah.
So my mom would always get mad at me for messing with everything on the computer to arrange it so I could keep playing multiplayer on Warcraft 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we still read your favorite best game of all time.
Best game of all time.
And this is from Travian.
Travian?
Yeah, Travian.
Yeah, I mean, aside from Star Citizen, right? Because that's fantastic. One that stands out for me is Kerbal Space Program. Just because it.
Huh?
Yeah, I've got the Kerbal Space Program flag up there. I've got Jeb and Vel plushies hanging out here. It's also kind of that sandbox, but you've got a progression if you go through a career mode and stuff, and it teaches people about orbital mechanics. Right, I see so many people from back when I was playing it before. So many people were like, "Oh yeah, I started playing Kerbal Space Program, and it got me interested. So now I have a job at NASA tracking satellites. Nice. And it's an old one. They've got Kerbal Space Program 2 now that's in its like early access, and it really has a lot of the same core that they're working on. Just like updated graphics and better mission systems and stuff.
Right on.
That's cool. I would say that, and then the one that kept me going, till 4 a.m. on my high school weekends was Diablo 2.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Invested a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, my best game of all time, I would have to say, aside from Star Citizen, was EverQuest, the original EverQuest. From a community standpoint and just where I was at life, I was so engrossed in that game. I had a pretty cool IT job back in '99, and I was traveling a lot. Didn't have a laptop that could game back then, like with a 3D card. I don't think they even existed. And so I'd be, on laptops back then. And so I would be raiding and working from home and raiding anytime I could when I wasn't traveling. And then I would go on the road and miss my people and not be able to play EverQuest. And I'd be out for like a week or two sometimes. But EverQuest gave me those real, like, first, I mean, it was not the first MMO, but it was the first MMO that was that immersive for me, where you're like in the game, full 3D graphics and everything is great in the depth.
Meldor, can you snooze that ad? And I think, are we ready to get into number 6?
I'm ready. Yeah. We need new wings.
While we get this prepped, let's run video number 4.
Are you a veteran or currently serving? Or perhaps you're a civilian that has a veteran in your life? We want to stack up with you. StackUp.org brings both veterans and civilians together through a shared love of gaming. Stack Up serves not only active duty troops and veterans in the U.S., but also our allies throughout the world. We do this through 4 primary programs. Supply crates, giant boxes of the latest in games and gear sent to active duty troops and veterans to raise morale, build camaraderie, and help combat post-traumatic stress. Air assaults, where we fly deserving veterans to life-changing gaming and geek culture events. The Stacks, our local volunteer teams coming together to support military personnel around their community. And our Stop Squad, Stack Up suicide awareness and mental health support team. Our trained volunteers are on call 24/7 if you're looking to talk with someone about your problems. We're here to help. Please reach out to us through StackUp.org to find out how we can support you or the veteran in your life today.
All right, so we are back.
It's probably cool.
And volume's on, so we've got number 6, which is Marshall's Whiskey Smoked Ghost. That sounds delicious.
Ghost peppery.
And you got a lot more here, Showza.
Oh, yeah. We've moved on to stage 3 of hats in anticipation of this sauce being the beginning of the real butt kicking. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So, Whiskey Smoked Ghost, maker Sarah Marshall's dedication to making the most of each ingredient shows in this expertly crafted sauce featuring fine ingredients like whiskey, white balsamic, and date syrup, plus smoked ghost pepper heat, which should be kicking in right about now. 71,000 Scoville heat units.
Okay.
So, this one's
gonna work. Got a knife.
Yeah, the white balsamic in there.
There we go.
That's tempting.
White balsamic. My favorite vinegar.
All right, so we are doubling the sauce. We're going to have a 5-minute drink lockout, and we have to clean the wing. We go to the overhead cam and just make sure they confirm the sauce level. That is...
Can I catch a whiff of that?
Yeah, I want to...
One extra thing, lockout starts when all the bones are down.
Oh,
all right.
Which is going to make the producers actually.
And we have to clean them, so.
Maldor the hard ass.
We need it. We need the.
I got to get another whiff of that one. That was.
Yeah.
it was interesting.
The white balsamic comes through. I think that's.
It's like, I could definitely smell the vinegar.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what white balsamic is. Like, I have some really nice, actual syrupy Italian balsamic vinegar that I got turned on to by Jordan and have been using it ever since.
Yeah.
But I've never tried white balsamic.
That steak that I cooked up the other day, I did a balsamic reduction, but it was a red balsamic.
Okay.
And I just did that as like a drizzle on top.
I mean, it smells like a fine Italian dressing.
Yeah.
Is what it's a lot like.
All right.
It should be fun.
Oh, these are drums.
Yeah. So, I think we are going to have drums.
And this is more liquidy, so it's a lot. It doesn't stick to the wing as much either.
Yeah. Yeah, here. If you guys want to pour extra sauce on top, that's...
Hook it up.
All right.
So, the funny thing about hot sauce is you can take a mild sauce with just a little bit of pepper and just have it hit the wrong place in the back of your throat, and it'll kick your butt, like you'll start coughing or something. That's my biggest fear of this stuff, is like, if you get that in the wrong place with like a real hot one, it's a party.
Yeah. I'm getting the vinegar, right?
Lots of vinegar.
That's what I'm tasting. It's
not bad if you like vinegar.
Tastes like salad dressing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So that sounded like a disappointment.
I think it would taste good on a salad.
Well, I do salad with jalapenos in it sometimes.
Yeah.
You feeling the heat?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not like right off the bat.
Yeah, it's
not like in your face up front.
It's on the face.
Yeah. I'm getting a little through the nostrils, right?
Yep.
Kind of the same way that wasabi hits.
Oh.
You really ought to hurry up on that, Chosen.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah.
The time doesn't start till you're done.
Sorry, I'm a noob.
All right.
I put it down.
I'm just going down one more time.
Okay.
So I want to be an animal and like drink some of that sauce.
What's your proudest
Do you have
moment?
enough to drink?
Oh, yeah.
What is your proudest moment in gaming?
My original monk epic quest weapon. Well, technically they were gloves, but
Yeah.
an EverQuest. Yeah, that was my single proudest, biggest accomplishment in gaming ever. That I had to work my tail off for, even more so than the gold chocobo. Way harder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I finish a game or do it complete, I feel so proud. I don't really have one that stands out. I'm sorry. I'll have to think on this a little bit more.
I'll say for me, it was my hardcore character in Diablo 4 completing the campaign. First run through, it was a pet necromancer, like a companion necro. And yeah, I played that whole thing on stream. It was like launch week and all that. Got through the hardcore campaign all the way up, completed the campaign, and then literally 20 minutes later, a world boss spawns. And Soulbite, who's probably hanging around somewhere, he says, let's go do it. And yeah, I got halfway through that fight and insta-killed. And if you know anything about hardcore characters in like Diablo franchise, like your character dies, you lose everything that character was wearing. The character is gone. You've got to start from scratch.
Like scratch levels?
You got to roll a new character.
Yeah, character is dead.
Permadeath.
He's dead.
Permadeath.
Oh my.
So yeah, literally 20 minutes after finishing the campaign was that.
Okay.
Wow.
That's insane.
And that was your proudest moment.
My proudest moment was going through the campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the time he didn't die.
I will say
he did die. Okay.
I will say that like before they had the update, the season 1 of Diablo 4, like pre-season 1, original release, they did a really good job of it. And, I found a build that worked, and I was playing just, that was the proudest moment in gaming for me, was getting through that whole campaign, first run, blind, no spoilers or anything, and getting through it. That was great.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
And Guru, proudest moment definitely being my first child, but proudest moment in gaming. Now, when my daughter finally picks up the flight sticks and pilots me in a mining session, proud dad there. But she's got a couple of years before she can hit both joysticks at the same time.
Yeah,
just a couple.
Yeah.
You should be teaching her, like, some of her first words should be like your favorite ship names and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like F8C.
Yeah,
say that.
I taught my nephews red rum for our first word. It wasn't their first word.
You're the good uncle. I see.
It wasn't a first word, but it was early on. I taught them to go, red rum.
Yeah.
So are these children of sisters or brothers?
Sisters.
Oh my, you pissed them off, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make any claims to the phrases I've taught my nieces and nephews, because one of their parents is here. I've actually been pretty mellow with your kids, but my family, that was, I do think one of Z's first words is going to be Rastra, as Shempas is calling out. I wanted to get to that one, but
yeah, that looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Rastra. You don't know what that is yet.
I don't.
You're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. It's this shit back here.
New
is
follower.
like that. That's
Welcome to the Red Legion.
Where did you get that?
That was from the CitizenCon goodies bag.
What?
Yeah.
So I have that.
Did you get a VIP ticket?
Screw you, man.
I'm not sure if it was part of the VIP only,
code.
but yeah, the VIP they did get a different swag bag.
Yep, you sure did. Gosh, dang it!
Yeah,
I tried. Oh,
the Zeus. Yeah, you've got some challenge coins you wanted to talk about.
Oh, well, yeah, I can pull some stuff up.
We're coming up about 10 seconds left before the end of the drink lockout.
Oh man,
I've powered through it.
These aren't coins.
Oh, patches.
But patches.
Yeah, can we go to the top camera?
Yeah, that's from the latest CitizenCon. This is a jump club thing.
Yeah,
I don't know how well these can be seen, but
yeah.
Yeah, and then this one, I won this at one of our local Bar Citizen events.
Oh yeah,
I think Rick Warnick is the one that donated it.
Yeah,
and I've won it. I got that. I think I won the same thing, and the little Star Citizen needle and thread repair kit.
Oh.
It's literally branded like Star Citizen. It's so cool.
That's nice.
Such a weird off thing.
Yeah. I've got the Saber Raven Owners Club coin. This is one that was made by Commander Tenna. And yeah, it's on the back. It's got speed, style, stealth, and just the S-Rock logo. That's one that hangs out up on my display here. I've got a handful of others. I know there's some CitizenCon ones. Another one that another one that Trigger Switch created for the Saber Raven group. That was another one.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
This one is. So yeah, you've got Little Raven and Big Raven, and they're both beautiful in their own right. But those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
So happy to have those. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
And then my pride and joy, Dad Lando's personal coin, and it's a Clan Acare, which is his primary org that he runs with.
Yeah.
And we know the guy that owns that too. He's also a Utah Bar Citizen, as is Dad Lando.
Yeah.
So
now Dad Lando lives in southern Utah, so it's usually a bit of a drive for him. But we do have, I think, coming up towards the end of January, there's going to be a Southern Utah Bar Citizen event again down there. Now that's for folks that are in
January or February.
I haven't seen a date yet.
Oh,
I
that's
know
right.
we were talking
Still
about it
to be decided.
But for those coming in from like Las Vegas as well, that's not too bad of a drive getting into St. George from there. So
my concierge VIP metal card.
Now they stopped giving those away a couple years ago, right?
Yeah,
the VIP cards.
And I didn't even get this on like an original run. I won this at a yacht club event from Hartswoe directly.
Yeah,
and he used to be the Star Citizen community manager.
Oh,
but
yeah,
not currently.
1 minute.
Okay, Disabled Guru just have to go to bed. Hope all have a great night. And, yeah, hit that goal.
Good night.
Thank you, Guru. Appreciate you dropping in, bringing your audience as well.
Angry PC Tech. This is the one coin I have from him yet. That's soon to change. But this is Sigelian's Org Altama's coin.
Yeah,
and it's got. He's done a few runs of this one, I think, and I wish it. I'm not going to take it out of this, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to get a shout out for Angry PC Tech as well as Sigelian. If Roy has been on the shout out commands today. So, how are you guys feeling as far as heat?
It's all right.
It's all. I mean, that one was. It was.
I feel like number 5 was more of a lingering heat. This one, it didn't have the presence of heat as much. I would say it felt less, being at like 71,000 Scoville versus the previous at 55.
Yeah, I drank that one, so I felt it maybe a little more than you guys did. But yeah, I agree with you overall.
Yeah.
I didn't have any left in my bowl to drink. So.
Yeah. All right, we got an ad coming up here, so yeah, ad break. Are you guys all set? Do we need cleanup or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean up coins.
Yeah. Get those put away. Let's do a quick. If we do a video number 4 or 5, I think we're up to there.
Are you a veteran or currently serving? Or perhaps you're a civilian that has a veteran in your life? We want to stack up with you. StackUp.org brings both veterans and civilians together through a shared love of gaming. Stack Up serves not only active duty troops and veterans in the U.S., but also our allies throughout the world. We do this through 4 primary programs. Supply crates, giant boxes of the latest in games and gear sent to active duty troops and veterans to raise morale, build camaraderie, and help combat post-traumatic stress. Air assaults, where we fly deserving veterans to life-changing gaming and geek culture events. The Stacks, our local volunteer teams coming together to support military personnel around their community. And our Stop Squad, Stack Up suicide awareness and mental health support team. Our trained volunteers are on call 24/7 if you're looking to talk with someone about your problems. We're here to help. Please reach out to us through StackUp.org to find out how we can support you or the veteran in your life today.
My name's Elliot Alcantara, Staff Sergeant retired, U.S. Army. Almost 13 years time in service, 40 months total spent between Iraq and Afghanistan. For me, in those hours where once everything's done, there's nothing literally left to do. You know, you've worked out, you've done all your schoolwork, this and that, those chill hours, they're chill to other people, but they're not always chill to me. That's the times where my mind gets real loud. Sit there and you get into those dark places and all that, and you get stuck in there. Playing those things where I have to just be on top of it. It's a good way for me to center on something, focus on something. It's something that is endless ability to pull me back in, right back into the world, take me out of those different spots. The people that I got to meet along the way and like, you know, going through some of those different gameplays and doing all that stuff, man, it's like, it's awesome. I saw them doing the call to arms and all of that, so I had no clue what Stack Up was any of that before, but right there on the forums is Stack Up information. I ended up getting linked up with you guys now, seeing what you're doing, like, really awesome.
All right, and we are back. Of course, 2 messages from StackUp.org, who is our current beneficiary for the charity stream right now. We are up to $865 raised.
We're getting there.
We got $135 left to the goal.
Okay.
We have sauces number 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the final 4.
We're in the back 4. Yeah.
Now we're finally going to break 100,000 Scoville. Right. Sauce number 7 is the ginger goat with 110,000.
I remember the ginger goat. I've had this one before.
I have not, but it sounds delicious.
I finished it, so I must have liked it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, finishing it, is that just a sense of pride and accomplishment, right?
Yeah. I think I was just looking for hot. More hot.
Now,
be hotter.
Let's, speaking of pride and accomplishment, has there ever been a game that you just started playing and realized wasn't for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Several, actually. I'm so picky. Like, the older I get, the more protective I am of my time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm trying to think of one that really turned me off. But I'll pass the buck on that one until I can think it up.
I'm not going to call out any at the moment because I can't remember names on the
Star
list, so I
Citizen?
give up.
Yeah, no.
I haven't started that one.
You'll
so
get canceled.
I can't say that one's not for me. It looks awesome from what I've seen. But yeah, there have been games where it's the same with books. If like you said, I consider my time kind of valuable, and unfortunately, sometimes if it's just not hitting right after a bit, just have to put it to the side. And usually those ones I don't remember that well because I was like, I tried it.
I will say that, there's one game that I can't play, and it's not because I didn't like it. I really enjoyed it, but there was something visual about it that always gave me headaches and got me cross-eyed, and that's Stellaris. And that's, it's kind of the strategy, like discover a star system and explore the planets, and you have like grids so that you can populate with people. But the problem I always got was, you get in there and everything's dark background with a little tiny white font. And for me, that just, for whatever reason, it was such a visual strain. I would play that for more than 30 minutes and I would be cross-eyed, right? I couldn't go out and drive without like really having to focus on keeping my eyes separated and all that. It was, for whatever reason, just it did that. I don't know if they've changed it since or if I'm the only one that had that problem, but that's one I would have loved to pick back up, but have just never, right?
Well, see, I have a something that's akin to that is I get motion sickness very easily. So first person shooters, Half-Life, I loved the game, but playing it, I just get so sick after a bit. I was never able to play them in long sessions just because I would get so sick.
You're not allowed to play Star Citizen then. I don't know how you'll survive that.
Well, and that might be what would redeem me from spending too much time, because I played those games. I just couldn't do long sessions because I'd get too sick.
I remembered mine. Probably the biggest one that I didn't finish was Oblivion. Like Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy, I sunk probably a couple thousand hours into Skyrim overall between the VR version and all the mods and stuff. But Oblivion, I played every side quest I could find, and the actual closing of the Oblivion gates got so monotonous that I just couldn't stomach getting through it because it was so rinse and repeat. It was just boring out of my mind. So I never finished the main quest for Oblivion.
Yeah.
That's one.
Oh.
You all right? You ready
for this next one?
Yeah, I wanted to have a sip of my Guinness just to enjoy it because we've been eating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll start. Good call.
So, this is the Ginger Goat from Tropic Star, 110,000 SHU. Sizzling into the 7th spot with a blend of super hot chilies, Tropic Star will light up your taste buds with a heaping dash of tart mango, citrusy lemongrass, and the subtle sweetness of star anise. Now it's called Ginger Goat.
Mm-hmm. Ginger Goat.
Well, the brand is Ginger Goat.
And it has
the
anise
Tropic
in
Star.
there.
Is this the?
I like black licorice.
Yeah,
it's ginger because there is ginger in it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here I got the trash.
Yeah,
trash.
the trash part.
Here, no, it's cool. We'll just toss everything all over the place.
Well, 3 kids. You'll learn eventually. I don't know how many you guys are going to have, though.
One.
That's enough. Then you might be able to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
All right.
Messes do you get?
This is a regular dose.
This is a regular dose,
okay.
unless somebody drops a $20 donation in the next couple of seconds here.
No, it's fine. We don't need to hit that 1,000, do we?
We don't need to hit $1,000.
Or if you're gonna do it now. Don't do it later. You might have some sleepers in the audience that are just waiting for.
No, I feel like there's some strategic holdouts for sure, but hopefully, the other thing is, it's tax deductible, right? They're a 501c3 charity, and if you're looking at your end of year tax bills, realizing how much money you spent on virtual spaceships, and maybe you got an extra $100 or so laying around, might as well drop it.
Our medical bills after this, if you have an HSA, that's kind of tax.
Yeah, maybe. I actually I regret not. I would have powered with some Tums before we started.
Yeah, that would have been wise.
Yeah, I should have Tums it up. All right, the Ginger Goat.
It's been a while.
Tropic Star.
How's it going, sweetie?
Okay, rocking in. I do smell that ginger. That is
very strong ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's either real ginger or like the soulless redhead joke.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd take any hair, red or otherwise, if I could grow it. Fun fact: when I had hair, I was very, very blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. That's for the next.
Maldor is mean for the next one.
Hold on. What? You did it for the bomb?
Yes.
You jerk. I love you too.
Yes, I am in fact very mean. I know what's coming. I can see the list, and I love it when that reaction comes out.
I'm cleaning this one up anyways.
Did we do the double the sauce thing last time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up doubling every single sauce.
Oh my goodness.
Sauce. I think 1 and 2 and 6 are not the other ones we didn't.
So last time, the way I had it set up was it was a tier. If we got we had to get 500 to double the sauces up to number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it was always like trying to play keep up. This time it's just whatever round we're on.
A sauce by sauce basis.
Is it just me, or is this one way more tame than the last one?
This one's pretty tame.
I thought it was
the Ginger Goat.
Tame.
Echo Bit coming in with a party of 28. Welcome, Echo Bit and folks. Woo!
Very nice.
Yeah. And Tint with the resub. Zoom crew is here. All them racers. Echo Bit resubbing. Says red is beautiful, guys.
Well, you guys are back just in time for the final 3 sauces. We've gone through the easy portion of the journey.
To the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb is
evolution. It has evolved.
Yes.
We are we're up to no good tonight. So this is we are doing a charity stream for StackUp.org. And everybody show off your shirts. Red shirts. Woo! So Stack Up is a charity that supports military active service members and veterans for the U.S. and allied forces that provide gaming experiences, supply crates with gaming supplies. They do the stacks, which is they've got the Phalanx House in L.A. They bring people in to play games and do a big gaming thing. They're making veterans' lives better through gaming, and I think we've got another video we can play to highlight that. Now, we've eaten sauces 1 through 7. Okay, we're up to sauce number 8. Sauce number 8 is one with a reputation. It's called Da Bomb Evolution, and if you guys have watched the Hot Ones, these are the Hot Ones season 22 lineups. the bomb hot sauce is the one that gets everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
a lot of
just ruined it for us.
Yeah. A lot of people have a hard time with that during the show.
But not for you.
We did this last year. We had it was definitely one that got kind of angry. I did 5 wings with the bomb sauce as another stupid charity thing a couple of months afterwards.
You didn't invite me back for that?
It was a pretty quick one. But yeah, I powered through 5 hot wings with the bomb for that. It's an angry one. And we've unlocked double sauce, 5-minute drink lockout, and cleaning the wing. So we have to double the sauce, eat the whole thing, and then once we're done, once the bones are back in the bowl, then we have 5 minutes that we're not allowed to touch our drinks. And I mean, we've managed to. You don't even have a drink in front of you,
nope.
Right?
I've just been sipping on this over here.
Yeah,
I've been trying.
Yeah, you drank that.
I've been sipping this one over here. No.
So we drop the charity link in there. So we're raising funds for StackUp.org. You can join there. Our goal is to hit $1,000 raised tonight, and that will help enable us to sponsor a supply crate. We're at $965, so really, really close. Now you could donate right now and do fantastic. We need to see the full bottle when it gets to 10. Oh, the full. Okay.
We'll show you the bottle. Yeah.
We will show you the full bottle. Clive Hughes. I would love to do the full bottle, but the thing is, I actually want to use that later on.
What, the bomb?
Not just the bomb. I want the last dab experience.
Oh,
that Pepper X.
The full bottle would probably literally eat away some stuff that you wanted to keep internally.
Yeah,
if you did.
I mean, we'd have to get Strauss to actually.
We have EchoBit donating $25 and Storm Moon with $20. I'm not sure why these aren't showing up. The alerts, they're paused. Maybe some technical difficulties, but you know.
Good job.
Hey, you know what? It's a live production. We're doing just fine. Thank you guys so much. Oh, there we are.
Oh no, they are.
Hey.
There we are. So, you know what? It's because EchoBit's from Australia.
Oh, it took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another time zone, other side of the world.
Yeah. No, like honestly, like time zones don't exist. They're just strapped on with mag boots. Like the world is a flat disc.
And they're on the underside.
Well, as proven by perspective shots from the moon. I've seen that video.
He says he gets the upside down alerts.
True.
Clive Hughes from YouTube says, "Are you all scared?" Honestly, at that point, it wouldn't be an elevation of the pain. It might prolong the pain. It would certainly prolong the after effects, you sadistic bastard. But I wouldn't mind. I've done that before.
Thank you. Oh, that's so nice.
I've done that before, with family get-togethers, and I'll take the.
You need some chicken first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
I'll take that sauce and I'll use that with my nieces and nephews. Right. I had my nephew. He was
surprise.
No.
No, you got their.
I had a nephew. I told him, "Hey, I've got these really crazy hot sauces. Do you want to try some?" He says, "Dad, can I?" Of course, my brother's like, "Yeah. I mean, you do any stupid thing you want." So, I mean, we trained him up. We got him like number 4, and he was fine with it. We got him number 6. He was like, "Oh, that's hot. I don't know if I want to go any further." I got him number 9, the second hottest one. I was about to put the sauce on. He's like, "Let's just do number 10. Let's just do number 10. I was like, "Okay." He's playing it smart, because if you go number 9 and you can't say you went all the way.
Yeah, it skips a little bit of the build-up.
Yeah. My goodness.
I could share a little thing if we've got time.
Oh, go for it.
When we're talking about fear of the hot. So there was this thing my brother and I participated in together years and years and years ago. You guys remember Man vs. Food?
Yeah.
Oh,
show?
yeah.
So we did. He hit a couple of like Utah locations. He went to Bruges, and then he went to the Hellfire Sushi Challenge, which was up on like Foothill Boulevard. this is a Utah thing. He came here. And so my brother and I were like, dude, let's go to Bruges and this will be awesome. And we went there and we ate the machine gun, which was the thing. It was like lamb sausage covered in frites with like whatever the sauce was that they use.
Delicious sauce.
It's really good. It's a grease bomb and a half. And for whatever reason, my brother and I just used to be complete morons. I've matured far beyond that now, as you can see. And I look at him and I'm like, dude, why don't we do the Hellfire Challenge? I'll pay for it. Let's just go. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So we go up there. They have you sign a disclaimer, or like a waiver form. I keep saying disclaimer. And they start you out at like 2 pieces at like 6, 2 pieces at 7, 8, 9, and 10, something like that. And at the time, I wasn't quite the hot aficionado that I am now. This was my first real hot challenge thing, but I was drinking milk. And I was pouring milk on top of the hot, on top of the Bruges gut bomb that I'd already eaten. And this was my first experience where I was getting like waves of heat that I just had to learn how to breathe through.
Yeah.
And I got to like number 10, and I think I had the first one. My brother can correct me later if I'm wrong, but I think I had the first one of the 2. And I got so sick to my stomach because of the combination of what I'd done to myself that I couldn't finish. I was like ready to hurl. And so I didn't get the t-shirt, but I also experienced like literal chemical burn later in my throat. Like my throat hurt for a day or 2 after that. Just from the amount of whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, that was rough.
Maldor he's sitting staring at us 4 feet away, and then loading up. Now the other thing is, we have hit officially the goal.
Oh no!
Of $1,010.
Woo! What a community, dude!
Yeah,
your people rock.
Got a hat right here.
Good job, everybody.
So.
That's charity right there. That's love for our veterans.
Awesome. That is.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're delivering the gifts here. So we are, ring those bells.
I'm doing the hat.
There we go.
I'm doing the hat over my very natural hair. That I don't know. It's lucky we've kept it like cool in here.
Yeah.
This won't be too bad.
Maybe. You know. No, I don't feel quite so bad sticking Maldor right in the window with the cold winter air blowing in.
Nope, he got his revenge.
He did get his revenge. Anyway. All right, I'll take that.
The lid's still in there.
Oh, the lid's still in there.
Well played, sir. Well played.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, this is the bomb.
Frozen Gaming, absolutely. There will be the Ring of Fire. We're number 10. We're on number 8 right now. Do you want to narrate?
This?
Yeah. Shauzen's going to read it.
Oh, you're going to read it?
I'll read it.
Okay.
I put you in this situation. I will certainly read it.
Gives me time to zen up.
The Bomb from Evolution.
This one's double, right?
Doubling the sauce.
Double, yes.
Okay.
Here at Heatonist, we only carry hot sauces with natural pepper heat. No extracts. We teamed up with the maker of
That's
Bomb
good for
Beyond
one.
Insanity
And?
to create an
two.
all-natural version that's equally as tongue-tingling as it is tasty.
Yeah.
And these are big wings for this one.
This is rated at 135,600 Scoville units.
I don't think this was double.
It was.
It was.
It was. It most definitely was.
Come on, man. What are we going to think?
You're right. It was tripled?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my reflex go burr. Yeah, no. This stream sponsored by Tums.
That would be awesome. Pepto-Bismol. For the abysmal pain you put yourself through.
What was the Fight Club thing? It's just vinegar. That's the
lie.
Yeah. Gets rid of the chemical burner.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm scared.
Oh, you can smell it.
Yeah. Ooh. This one is nice and fragrant.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the bomb has...
Here,
yeah.
You want just a little touch? No? You sure?
Good.
Bud, it's going to be good.
Okay,
this is my favorite.
All right.
Did you want some more of that?
There's got to be clips of this after we're done, guys.
I don't know if you can. Oh, you don't have the overhead one there. But there you go. We got that nice and creamed on there.
Oh yeah, I dipped the extra.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is Red's precious sauce. We can't waste a drip.
Don't waste a drop. Okay, we're gonna start this at the same time. Hopefully, we'll finish at the same time because the drink lockout starts.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
When the bones go down.
So take your time.
All right.
For charity, for Stack Up. 1, 2, 3, go!
It's on the outside of my mouth. That's bad.
Just burn through it. Just burn through it.
Got a weird bone in there.
I mean, it hasn't hit yet. That's the thing.
It will.
Yeah.
I've never had those micro bones in my wings before. That was interesting.
Uh-oh, it's under my tongue. That's not good.
Yeah.
Xiaozin's first bone down. Red's second bone down.
Cool.
Nifty's his third bone down.
You're sitting in the forest. There's a cool breeze passing over your bald noggin.
Oh, there's the hiccups.
Keeps getting better and better.
You guys know Chili Klaus from the Hot Ones thing? He's like the world champion hot eater. When he eats something really hot, he starts snapping. When they ate the sweet peppers of the Pepper X.
Eat anything?
Woo! Woo! All right.
Woo! Here's a question for you.
Keep that esophagus open. Be careful.
Why do cross-media adaptations seem to fail to satisfy the original content's audiences? Books adapted to movies, movies to games, etc.
The movies suck for long-form content. They're just not meant to do it.
Woo!
So you have to pick and choose, and not everybody's gonna agree on what's the most important.
Oh,
that's my professional answer.
And people are attached to what they see first a lot of times.
I would say for movies, everybody starts with the vision, right? If you read a book, you're envisioning the characters a certain way, right? Oh. So nothing's really going to match that. And yeah, I have tears going down my face. This is toasty. I want to call out.
Wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the hiccups.
Expat Brat, $50 donation, saying this is some spicy content. Make sure you get clean paper towels to wipe yourselves, guys. This is... Woo!
We might need to get more over here.
You get the paper towels.
Shai Halud.
Woo! Just power through it, guys.
Fear.
Well, thank you.
Is the little death. Does anybody know the mantra from Dune? Straight up, I forget it.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Fear is the mind killer.
The little death that leads to total oblivion. Something like that.
I will let my fear pass over me and through me. And where my fear has gone, only I will remain.
Whew. We're 2.5. You get the hiccups?
I didn't get them last time, but now I got the hiccups.
I can hear my kids laughing at us in there.
I must not fear.
I know.
Fear's the mind killer. Fear's the little death.
That came over to laugh at us.
Continue with Amazon. Sign up with email.
Thanks, Valdor. Top notch, brother.
Live production. Live production.
I can't read that font
I will
right now.
face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me, just like this will pass through me. And when it has
rather quickly
passed, I will turn the inner eye to see its path.
John Cece from YouTube says, "You go, boys."
Where the fear has gone will be nothing. Only
Thanks for the support.
Will remain.
All of our faces are red.
Charity! For charity!
For StackUp.org.
God bless our troops.
No, that's a filter. That's
Hitting
a filter.
$1,000. $1,000 raised.
Go red.
Woo.
Shirts.
This too shall pass.
The sentence.
Thanks, Stack Up.
Yeah. Chris Arrow, pain is weakness leaving the body. No, I think we're going to feel some pain leaving the body as well.
Oh, man, I can feel it down here now.
Yeah, it's settling in.
So, I have to say, that one was my least favorite.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
I didn't like the flavor as much.
It was delicious.
That was good.
I don't think it was as bad as I thought it would be.
But you had
it
hiccups.
sounds like there's the too hot point, and that's where it sits.
Well, I will say that one wrecks everyone. Right? It's just it's not a fun sauce. Does it have a great flavor to it?
What flavor?
Yeah,
no.
I have no taste buds left.
It has a better flavor than I expected.
It's all right. It's all right.
Like I thought it would be horrible.
The last down sauces tend to not taste great to me. Like they just tend to taste like, here's some Helen, we bottled it for you, and now you get to ingest
Alright, take your drinks. Take your drinks.
So now if you ever watch Hot Ones, you'll see that whenever anybody has just a little bit too much onto their hot wing.
Can you pop the get your sauce for MJ and Lucifer? And also, actually, if you can open up Windows, the menu, and type in stream chatbot. Yeah, run as admin. Oh.
I love how Red can think of these things in the middle of this. And granted, it's subsiding a little bit for me, but holy crap, the journey under my tongue is the worst part there.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
Oh, the worst were just the hiccups.
Yeah.
And then they pushed the hot sauce up into my nasal cavity.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
I bet that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. The heat was bad, don't get me wrong, but the hiccups, that was the worst
Can
part.
you close it and open as admin?
Nobody's puked yet.
Yeah.
Hiccups were
Dude, I am scared. So the last dab was not as bad as the bomb the last time I did this.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But this Pepper X thing really has me kind of psyched out.
Yeah.
I have the itchy eye. Excuse me, itchy eye now.
And then the middle child of the top three, right, that doesn't really get talked about ever. It gets to build on what the bomb just did to us.
Yeah.
And then the bomb gets to finish us.
We already have another 5-minute drink lockout for this next one.
I mean, and just this next one coming up, I just want to admire that presentation. It's so hot. They just put wax on there and let it melt from the heat inside the bottle to seal this puppy.
Dragon Lord, your command should work now.
I believe it.
Do not touch your eyes. All right. Let's talk about this. The drink lockout's done.
Brilliant is for that's brilliant.
Hold on. We have a bunch of questions we haven't answered yet.
Yeah. We're going to milk this timer. Somebody's got to get $100, so we have to clean this wing too, right?
So somebody donated 50 for the next one.
Expat Brat donated 50.
Good
and
job,
she
brother.
says, ooh, this is some pretty spicy content. So,
well, wait until you hear this question. It's about to get spicier.
Yeah. Now, just a reminder, these Santa Claus hats do not breathe, and I am sweating onto my scalp.
And that's where being more bald gives you the advantage.
That was the T-Rex. Weirdest job. I've got a weird job. Before I left Tennessee, my last job, I was 21. I was a waiter.
The cup for the... Yeah.
Hold on. I don't know what to do. What do you want?
Yeah. I want to close this off.
You said cup, and I'm looking at mugs.
This is a hot zone, guys. We gotta contain.
Woo. All right. So I was working at Planet Hollywood. This is 97 or 98. Anyways, Tom Jones came there and did a thing where he sold tickets to a bunch of, we'll say, more mature women to have dinner with him for his 50 whatever birthday. And they used a handful of us to be bodyguards for him. Basically stand guard, make sure that he didn't get mobbed and yada yada. So I got to be a bodyguard for Tom Jones for one night. And then he took us to a honky-tonk bar and downtown Nashville that he knew the owner of. And he sat there and sang I was as close to him, Red, as I am to you. And he sat there and he sang an hour-long set for us. Tom Jones, it's not unusual, the blah, blah, blah.
It's not unusual.
Right, which is just kind of epic because I think about him, he was in Vegas for so long and people are paying so much money to see him in these huge sold-out venues. And it was just kind of a cool thing, but weirdest job I ever did as a one-night bodyguard for Tom Jones. That was cool.
Nice. I ate hot wings to raise money for charity.
Yeah, we're here for the charity.
Yeah, no, I was actually I was a furniture store mascot. It was a Bassett Furniture, and they had a big suit with a big hula hoop ring around it, and then a head that was probably 3 feet wide. And there was a little battery pack with a fan in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Kept me cool. That was I'd go out there and do that on Saturday. Well, you got that rag right
and
there.
Then you have this one.
I do.
I recommend the
I'm
paper towel
tempted to lick
first.
them off though, but it's the bomb.
I do that on Saturdays, and I had one of my high school friends at the time. Actually, I think it was junior high or early high school. I was getting paid cash, so they didn't care what age I was. I walked up to him and I recognized him. I went, "Hey, it's me," And he's like, "Oh, really? It's you in there?" And his first instinct was just to take a right hook right across that mascot head. And I mean, that about ripped my neck off. It was the worst.
Isn't that the first instinct for anybody that sees a mascot?
Oh, yeah.
I licked off the thumb. I did one.
Dude, I licked my fingers before I hit the rag just because I knew
I was scared.
I don't want to waste it.
Yeah. I was having a hard time.
I don't know. It's not really a weird job. It's the most unique job I had. I mean, I projectionist in movie theater and stuff, but I think I made a.
Me too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best?
Uh-huh.
I worked for a dental lab that made crowns and bridges and things for people. So I would pour and make the initial models out of the impressions that made of teeth, and then they would take those and make the crowns and stuff. So
that's cool.
That was unique and definitely different than the tech jobs I've normally had.
Yeah.
When I was in 5th grade, my dentist made a custom thing that went over my teeth, vampire teeth, for me. It was like a retainer.
Yeah.
But it broke shortly after Halloween. It was kind of sad.
Those are kind of fragile.
Yeah, it was cool though.
Yeah.
It was super cool.
As part of that, I actually helped make I only have one crown, and I participated in making my own crown.
Yeah, you've got the tattoo.
I have a tattoo. I drew my own image and everything on there.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah. If we hit 1,500, I will show you my tattoo.
Nice. All right. There's a goal. Clive Hughes over on YouTube. He keeps harassing us.
I'll show my ankle.
Clive Hughes keeps harassing us about sauce number 10. He wants it to be extra special. Now he's throwing out ideas like full bottle, 20 minutes with no drinks, and 100% clean wings. And I got to tell you, that's a dangerous recipe. That's way. We just did number 8. That was the bomb. We got number 9 coming up. And beyond that is number 10, the Last Dab Experience. So,
where are you at with donations? Is it just at 1,000 even? Or did you beat it?
We are at it's 1,000 raised. It stopped counting there.
Oh no!
No, it needs to keep counting.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can get that fixed. If I gotta go.
Yeah. We need easy information that we don't have to think too hard to find.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. We want to know how much
What is
we
this?
surpass.
Okay.
We're going to fill that later. We're going to fill all of the last 3 bottles.
Okay. Yeah.
Either tonight or tomorrow morning.
So it shows 1,060 on the overlay.
1,060.
I'm supposed to have. So 4 of us in my org, we're playing a Saturday morning playthrough of Baldur's Gate together.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be able to do this tomorrow morning. So I told him, I'm like, if I can get out of bed, I will participate. If not, you'll be playing with an NPC instead.
Yeah.
That's supposed to run.
Is that one where I joined, or?
Yeah. Well, it's the one. So I know Jackknife is kind of like leading it. I'm in there. Mintake's doing a dwarf cleric. And
okay.
Right.
I'm updating the goal to 2,000. I'm gonna put in.
Was it Noodles?
At 1,500 for the milestone.
I think you joined in for a minute.
We're doing Tattoo.
And then left? Oh no, Baldur's Gate 3 is like the D&D game. Top-down D&D.
Yeah.
You're thinking of either Rust or Conan Exiles.
No, I'm thinking of the right one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we only did it one day, like 2 Saturdays ago, I think.
There we go. 1060 raised. And I'm gonna go just on the donations. So yeah, cool. I was gonna play Baldur's Gate, but I had a newborn right at the time.
You know, you need to be a good dad, so don't touch it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I've been playing it mostly with they have a side-by-side mode, and so I've been playing most of the way. We got to Act 3 with my oldest, my 17-year-old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then we've paused that.
So
for the time being,
for me, I bought it when it was in beta and like the early access. So I played like 3 or 4 hours and got it earlier. But yeah, like right now I'm kind of between. You know, I've got a Sunday stream and I've got like I try and do videos as much as I can.
Yeah.
But I've got a daddy-daughter date night I do every week. I give the missus some time, without the baby, and it's as she gets older, she'll enjoy gaming with dad a little bit more, but
and then she'll enjoy doing it without you.
Yeah, then, she'll be the reason why I have to upgrade PCs for the next 15 years. So,
dude, when my kids were younger, we were going to be the only like daddy kid Star Citizen clean, like no language stream, and we tried it for like a minute, and none of my kids had the patience for Star Citizen because it is what it is, right?
Yeah,
and just a big crashy mess a lot of the time. It's not as I say that every patch is different.
Yeah,
sometimes you can spend more time trying to play the game than you do actually get to play the game.
Yeah. Papa Juggernaut, I did set it to a $2,000 goal because we hit the $1,000 and we're still collecting donations. I mean, we don't stop at 1,000.
Yeah. But thank you for letting us hit our goal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. $1,000 raised. We are officially sponsors of a supply crate
that's
going to go out for veterans. So, yeah.
That's a real difference in some actual people's lives that really need it.
Yeah.
And deserve it.
And, that's one of the things you guys, for those who are around the channel, have seen some of my previous charity events. I like to take that time. I've got like a quarterly charity stream that we pick different, pick different charities to support. This happens to be one, we did a Veterans Day stream and I thought, hey, like, I really want to do the hot ones again, so like why not make it into something like consistent? And honestly, we're just here making fools of ourselves a little bit, right? I mean, honestly, I would say out of the 8 sauces we've gotten so far, 6 of them I've been like, that's a delicious sauce. I would have that on wings.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm golden up till here.
Yeah. These were really good.
And then the producer came and ruined it all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
Maldor knew when to
you
drop
didn't make it taste
drop
like
his
that.
funds. The fact is, I know there are sleepers out there waiting for number 10 to drop $100 to make it so that we've got to, right? And that's that's going to be risky. We see you out there,
I can smell you.
All right. So what do we have on the next one already?
So we've already got a $50 donation. Expat Brat's $50 donation secures the doubling the sauce.
So we got the double the sauce
and the 5-minute drink lockout.
Okay.
So if we get a $100 donation, we will have to clean the wing. That means eating all of it. We drop it, and that's why the 5-minute drink lockout starts.
It would be pity to not finish the wings that you made, though.
That's
how I feel.
I
just
will
can't
say,
waste food.
The dad in me.
And yeah, these are an air fryer hot wings recipe. It's
And they
you
are
can take
really good.
You can take any thawed chicken wing, right? Start with thawed. You dab it dry. Okay. Then it's a combination. You do baking powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. You coat
That's
the wings
all the
with
rub is?
That's all it is.
Oh.
I might I occasionally put a little bit of paprika in there. If I'm doing some minor sauces, I feel like the paprika might interact with some of them and put some flavors we don't want. I'd like it to be a little bit more pure, but a little bit of garlic powder in there isn't too bad. But yeah, you air fry it. You do 400 degrees on one side for 12 minutes. Flip it halfway through and then do another 12 minutes. But yeah, that's primo. You get it on there so it's like a little bit of a gluey texture for the coating before it gets cooked, and that gives a nice crispy skin to it.
Dude, what you need is a good octopus recipe because you're cracking.
Oh yeah, make some takoyaki.
So
that would be.
So here's the thing. I'm planning on doing a streamathon on December 29th. The plan is to do 12 hours, and every I haven't gotten the numbers yet, but I think it's gonna be every 20 subs, I will add a new ship to a giveaway pool. I've got 6 or 8 of them lined up for that. But then I'll also have the audience vote on a themed stream. And one of them I'm going to do is a cooking stream.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to take my cooking setup, or my streaming setup. I'm going to go set it up in the middle of my kitchen. And I'm going to have cameras there next to the stove, next to the prep area. And I'm going to start off with a pan-seared scallop with, I think, I might be doing a cucumber, lime type salad sauce on top.
Scallops are delicious.
Yeah, you do a good scallop. The main course will be a pork tenderloin. We'll do a roasted pork tenderloin with a risotto topped with portobello mushrooms.
Was that tenderloin that you had me sample the last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So it'll be a pork tenderloin. And then for dessert, it'll be a homemade apple crisp.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So that's one of the options. The other option, there's a Lego setup there. It's the Lego Technic Mars Perseverance rover. So I'll assemble that on stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, my kid, my 12-year-old, he's obsessed with Legos, but he makes hodgepodges. Do you need to respond to something?
Oh, Expat's just saying that's bougie.
Yeah, it is.
The top donation, and Red will send you his meal in the mail. I might actually be able to do a quick dry ice.
Yeah.
Now that's bougie.
Yeah.
I did that. I ordered the Giordano's pizza freeze dried or whatever they did.
Yeah,
not freeze dried, but it was frozen, and it was disappointing because I'd had it live once or twice, a few times now. Anyway, I was telling so you've seen the Lego movie, the original Lego movie they just did however many years ago. I told my kid, I'm like, yeah, Red has some really cool Lego stuff, but he's president business. He built it, and it stays like that, and you don't get to play with it. And he's like, oh, he's one of those. And I'm like, well, as collectors, it's like I've got my giant Lion Force Voltron, right? I don't play with it. I look at it and remember playing with it.
There are black box Lego sets for a reason, okay? You get the black box on there. Those are the collectors, right? They're serious.
I can feel the emotion in your voice.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they're serious, guys. I've spent thousands of dollars on spaceships, and you're not going to tell me I can't have my collectible Legos either.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, absolutely.
We're serious gamers and serious nerds.
I mean, I've got a good collection here. You know, there's Star Wars. I've got the Discovery shuttle behind Shausen there with the Hubble.
Oh,
Discovery. I've got the International Space Station. Several. I mean, I've got the Kylo Ren shuttle and then 2 TIE fighters, and then the T-65 X-wing.
What's this?
That's a Da Vinci Code
Okay.
locker thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I use that for a prop in D&D campaigns every now and then.
And your Harry Potter wands.
Yep, the Harry Potter wands. Oh, have you seen the JRDF minis? I need to print those out, but this right here, the Aegis Dynamics Saber Raven, and then hanging out behind Pico.
Yep.
And then on the shelf up here, I've got the Cutlass Black and the Freelancer Max. Those are actually put together and out. I actually won an autographed version of the Mist Freelancer proof art.
Ooh.
It's hanging out. That's what's behind there. So.
Oh, cool.
That was the art proofs for their packaging. And they were doing a live stream. JRDF used to do like these Makerspace live streams on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I was watching and like entered for the raffle, and I actually won an autograph. Like that's collector stuff. So.
Dude, I'm kind of excited for Angry PC Tech and his coin stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's in some cool talks that might turn into something really cool.
Yeah, Expat, the Saber Raven Owners Club mug here. This actually is available. There's a link in the Saber Raven Discord. It's not on my main merch store. I've tried to split it up a little bit just so, because I'm not the only content creator there now. So, you know, diversifying a little bit. We've had a couple of people providing some content there. So, we've got sauce number 9.
That's good.
That's just, I'm gonna, yeah.
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Who's reading? You reading?
I'll read it. Number 9. Dawson's hot sauce.
Oh, this is the wax seal one.
Zuzu's 7 Pot.
You've been talking about it, so
yeah.
620,000 Scoville heat units. We are over 500,000. 620,000. We are currently in an ad break, so what we're gonna do, it's a 2.5 minute. We'll wait to do.
Rip. Expat Brat Rip.
Yeah. Angry PC Tech, welcome again. But yeah. We are. Yeah, I mean, we're maybe stalling. Dawson's hot sauce. So. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be 620,000 Scoville heat units. We're waiting for the ad to be over to actually get into the wings, but we can talk about this. Our friend Brody Dawson achieves both one-of-a-kind flavor and head-banging heat in this number 9 hot sauce. Get ready for a spice rush from potent 7-pot peppers, plus sweet maple syrup, sambuca, and fennel seed.
Okay.
Did you smell it yet?
Not yet.
It's got a wax seal on it.
Yeah, it has a wax seal.
I'm going to just
take the drink now. Your only chance for a while.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Want to take a whiff of that?
Did it say anything about turmeric?
No. Last time there was a turmeric bomb.
No.
Yeah, I mean, but it has 7 peppers in there.
Great. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
The bomb ruined me this time. I didn't used to be scared of this.
heat meter 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd be able to get through without getting the hiccups again.
Yeah.
So, but no.
Well, it's all in
It hit me.
Mrs. Red texted me that says we might want to hurry it up. Even she knows we're stalling.
Is the break over?
Oh my gosh, it's almost 10.
Yeah.
Our time.
Let's get it going.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might be snowing out there.
As I said, it was coming down pretty hard when I was.
Yeah.
But that was.
I'm in my Forerunner, but I'm worried about anybody
that's
that's not in
Yeah.
4x4.
I've got cold driving experience. So.
Yeah.
And good
Hey,
tires.
King Canadian. Yeah, we are raising money for charity. The ad break is over.
All right.
Yeah.
This is double the sauce.
We are doubling the sauce, and we are. We don't have the drink, or sorry, we got the 5-minute drink lockout, double the sauce, but we don't necessarily have to clean the wing.
Okay.
If you want to reread the caption for it.
Yeah. So this is Dawson's Hot Sauce Zuzu 7 Pot. 620,000 Scoville heat units. Our friend Brody Dawson achieves both one-of-a-kind flavor and headbanging heat in this number 9 hot sauce. Get ready for a spice rush from potent 7-pot peppers, plus sweet maple syrup, sambuca, and fennel seed.
I think you're good.
Now shake it up, baby. Now.
Shake it up, baby, now. Now I want to watch Ferris Bueller's.
Yeah, last year we had the hot stuff. When the drink lockout happened, people would donate to make that happen, like bits to my channel.
Oh, right.
And it would play that song. I was gonna redo that, but it's actually copyrighted, and YouTube would like demonetize my live stream because it was too much.
Yeah, to that effect, we've said enough.
Is there some reason why you're pushing this
first?
Looking for some hot stuff.
Just.
You know, this one doesn't smell that scary, and that scares me even more.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't. There's no vinegar.
It's earthy, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Yeah.
It smells like I would imagine your beard would smell if it were not coated in something aromatic.
Okay, we're going in.
How's that for awkward?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Good
But
job,
that's the
you
maple
guys.
in there. It's got that maple.
I forgot that part.
Yep, sweet.
And that maple's coming through.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if you did this by design, having the drumsticks at the end, but I appreciate it.
I actually did. I
Makes it
realized
easier.
if you go wings, you've got so much extra maneuvering to actually get them clean.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it so the drumsticks were what we ended with.
Smart.
But
SMRT.
this one's not as aggressive as the bomb, right?
I can feel it though. It just hit under my tongue.
Yeah.
And it's starting to climb. Mm.
Those 7-pot peppers, they take a while to reach orbit, but I feel like they're going to get there.
How do you know that? Did you research this, or did you just already know it?
No, I've got a sense about these things.
Hmm.
I honestly, I feel like maybe I could have had a calling in life as like a TV chef.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
at least a commentator.
Jake Acapella rating with 13 people. Jake,
oh word, what's up, Jake?
Nice.
Jake, how you doing? We just got sauce number 9
activated.
And yeah,
it's not the bomb. The bomb already kicked our tails.
Yeah,
this is hot. But
Go
it's
back
not
and find
bomb.
clips of it. You'll find them.
yeah. Bring on the heat, man. Okay.
Just look for when there's 3 bright red orbs.
Sauce number 9 is done. We've got our 5-minute drink lockout. You can see the timer over there. Shousen, reach your left hand up. Left hand.
Left.
Other left. Yeah, right there. We can't touch our drinks for 5 minutes, and we doubled the sauce. So we're on sauce number 10 that's coming up. We're going to talk for a couple minutes because I feel like I need to explain myself and stall a little bit.
You ready?
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Together, assemble a top 10 worst game designs you've ever played.
Oh, worst game designs.
Top 10.
Yep.
GoldenEye is horrible and not fun at all.
We link the Stack Up charity there. Okay. Oh, I think Roy just got it right before you did.
Just before.
Thanks, Roy. Worst game design.
The original Zork. That was horrible graphics. Not very immersive in the visual sense.
Yeah.
Before its time. I wouldn't call that bad game design.
No.
I'm trying to remember the game. There was one where the point of view camera just would not cooperate no matter what you did, and it made the whole entire experience just horrible. And it made me really hate that game, and I can't remember the game now. But you couldn't control it, and it would clip into walls so you couldn't see things, and it wouldn't follow it. It was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Take POV cameras seriously. You.
Game design.
Alexis, yes, actually. SoundsNifty got the hiccups on the bomb.
Yeah.
They were like aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel them.
So could I.
I think I might have talked about this before. It might have been on just a regular stream, but there was back when Independence Day first came out in theaters, they had one of those like companion games you'd get in the cereal boxes.
Okay.
And you got to fly your like F-16 and go fight the alien spaceships, and that was terrible.
Has anyone had the privilege of playing the infamous E.T. Atari game?
Yes.
Yeah. It's coming up in chat several times.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I did play that one.
It was new.
I did play that one, and I can agree with them burying it. It had horrible game design. It was just trying to make money off of a title, and
in the same
I watched it.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, I hated it. Ghostbusters. You had to push B to walk.
We got a donation from Norse.
Oh, word.
He says, "How about a double on that last dab?" Yeah.
All right.
That sounds mean.
Thanks, buddy.
I think I saw there was a documentary or something about game design. They were talking about how terrible that ET on Atari was.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's rated like one of the worst faux pas ever.
It was horrible.
There was it was like a Netflix. I watched it at the dentist. Actually.
Oh yeah, they have a documentary about
it. On the gas.
So I'm sitting here thinking about it, and all I can imagine is the weird buzzing sound, and then that's what clicked. I'm like, oh hey, dentist. There. Yeah.
They're like E.T. Entertainment Tragedy.
But there was a whole bunch of games that had gotten really popular at that point. It was like the history of video games.
Yeah.
They talked about the guys who would customize the old cabinet games.
Uh-huh.
They'd bring in a cartridge to be able to extend it. So like Pac-Man and stuff like that. They would have additional levels and like just modifications. Because at the time, right, there were like you could buy a game console, and the game was kind of built in with it, and arcades were not getting money out of anything because once somebody knew the game and it was basic, like they had it down, they didn't need to go back and play it. But these guys came in and they revolutionized it and said, hey, we're going to take and modify the rule set. We're going to make this a little more challenging. We're going to give it continuously increasing levels of difficulty, so you're always going to fail at some point. But people like that, the challenge run, right? How far you can get, and that turned the actual in-person arcade industry into something a lot more profitable.
Yeah,
but
they have a King of Kong fistful of quarters. See that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Well, I don't know if it's terrible game design. There was this old. You guys remember the Tandy gaming system? It was a computer-ish.
Yeah,
it's too vintage for me.
Yeah, it was Radio Shack's version of a Commodore 64, kind of. But they had a game on there called Dungeons of Daggeroth, and I'm not going to say this is bad game design, but it was a 3D vector graphics. You're going through first person in a dungeon, and everything was tied to a key. So if you wanted to attack with your right hand, you had to hit A space R for attack, right? So A space R, enter. And you would override the buffer so fast that you do it as fast as you could to kill the thing in front of you. And you're like swinging, and you're sitting there waiting for the buffer to catch up with what you did. And I never could beat that game because I didn't understand as a kid the concept that you would have to run away from a critter before it could hit you back and come back and attack it. So I get like down to the second or third level or something, and always get wiped out by the wizard.
Nice.
But, and that's where the speed runners would have it completely memorized and just speed type.
Yeah.
Be able to beat the whole game in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off about Rubik's Cubes is it's an algorithm.
It's an algorithm.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be organic. Like I figured this out because I'm so smart, not because I memorized a bunch of rules. And
Yeah, but if you did it without knowing the rules, you did do it organic.
I couldn't. I wasn't that smart.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We have one sauce left.
Yeah.
Sauce number 10, the Last Dab Experience. But we also have one additional video we want to show about Stack Up. Now, this is going to be a longer one, about 5 minutes. So
give us time to breathe.
Yeah, we'll like our drink lockout's over. Nobody's really touched our beverages, and you're still, aside from your hiccups, I feel like
you survived the Death's Gate.
I'm inviting you back
because
you can handle it, but I might not invite you back because you're no fun.
I'm sorry.
No. That's been good.
Just make it double for him next time.
Yeah. Now we're gonna come up with something really great for SoundsNifty to do.
All right.
So yeah, let's run that last video, and guys, we have a $20 donation right now, but if we get a $50 donation, we will go for the 5-minute drink lockout. And if we get a $100 donation, it'll be the 5-minute drink lockout plus cleaning the wing, right? So obviously, some skin in the game there. And again, the Korean gamer saying, "I love Stack Up. Their Discords helped me a ton navigating the VA when I got out." So yeah, make sure.
Excellent.
It's great to see the impact there within our own community, right? Mm-hmm. There are a lot of folks that need it and that make use of it. So let's see that last video, and we got a couple of minutes to get things set for sauce number 10, the Last Dab Experience.
My name's Jason Clark, sonar technician, submarines, United States Navy. My family was multi-generation military, so it was a matter of pride, a matter of duty. I was a sonar technician on submarines. Sit there and use sound navigation and ranging to help plot courses, make sure we avoid obstacles.
Dakota Allen, Army Infantry, Sergeant E5. So I grew up, I remember 9/11. I saw what they did, and I just wanted to go pay it back, so joined the infantry. I was real lucky. I got stationed in Germany straight off, so I was in my first duty station for a few months and went and got to spend a year in beautiful Afghanistan. And then I went back to Germany and enjoyed another year and a half of doing infantry stuff. And then I was in the National Guard for 5 years back home in Iowa.
Arturo Guillen. I was an E4 in the Navy, nuclear electrician. My dad was an Army officer. I didn't want to join the Army. I knew I was too smart to. I was in ROTC for 4 years in high school, and they had a Navy ROTC, so I was like, I think I could do that, and the uniforms look cool. I went to college for 2 years, and I figured it wasn't for me. I figured I'd just enlist, and that's basically how I joined.
Oh, I've been a gamer since way back in the day. Nintendo Entertainment System was the very first console that I can say was our family console. In my second patrol, we were out just doing, circles in the ocean, which is what, ballistic missile submarines do. That's very boring. One guy that was a radio man, he was the first one that really kind of pulled me into PC gaming because he told me, he said, look man, I got Mech Warrior and I've got a 3DFX blue accelerator. Come over to my barrack after we get back, we're gonna play Mech Warrior. It just kind of grew from there, and I think that was my very first gaming support community, if you will.
I've been a gamer my whole life. First console I personally owned was an original PlayStation, Metal Gear Solid. Going forward, playing like Siphon Filter and every Tom Clancy game, Splinter Cell, End War, really stoked my passion for the military. We all would either do two things after the duty day: play video games or get super drunk. Facebook. That was how like we got to know each other. Weirdly enough, games like Ghost Recon and stuff like that strengthened your communication skills, and you could actually kind of hone like flanking, like just the logic behind it, not so much the muscle memory of it, of course.
Ever since I was little, I used to play video games. So far as back I can remember, we had like NES, we went to Super Nintendo, from that to Sega Genesis. We even had a Sega CD, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, PlayStation. Me personally, my favorite was like RPG games. As soon as like PCs were a thing and PC gaming was a thing, games like RuneScape or like any RPG game, I played it.
You're not even on the floor yet, and there's this huge, lit sign that says "Welcome to PAX," and you're just like, boom, you're here. You just all of a sudden look out into this giant floor, and you see so much cool stuff.
Honestly, I've done a lot of pretty freaking cool stuff in my life, but that was a dream come true. Nolan North and Troy Baker, that was huge. Gabe having that connection and Stack Up taking us to meet them. I fangirled real hard for a minute on that one.
I've never experienced anything like this. We've met indie developers, we've met voice actors, we've met people that are just excited about the games, and it's almost like that instant bond. Especially with the aerosols. This brings us together, and we talk about our time in the service, and that's cool, but what really lights that, gets that spark in the eye of somebody else is when you start talking about your favorite game.
It's great to meet other veterans who have experienced similar things as I have that can relate to me on a video game level as well. And we're bonding over video games, but at the same time we can slip in our military experiences and into the mix. Just started shooting shit war stories, and then it seamlessly goes from war stories to video games and back again. It's pretty rad.
I'm like a big fan of Monster Hunter, so I didn't know about Dauntless. So when we got to play Dauntless, I was like, wow, this is actually a game that I can like play and stream if I wanted.
The very first thing that we did was we went over and played Dauntless, and we all took on a behemoth and just rocked that thing. And it's almost like we knew how to coordinate with each other, and that's what we did. It was amazing to me. I've never had that kind of experience in a game before.
I am 100% thankful for this. I can't even, I could never repay Stack Up for this whole experience. It's really just changed my life.
I would like to thank Stack Up for actually bringing me here. I've never actually been chosen to like do stuff like that, so it was like a very like heartwarming. This is actually really happening, and I'm gonna get to like experience something I love.
Thank you for trying to keep up with the people that are having the hardest time. We all need each other, and I think that's what this all boils down to, is that I didn't realize.
New follower. Welcome to the Red Legion.
Gwen Leanne, thank you for the raid with 15 folks. You guys are here.
Woo!
In perfect time. Your first SC game ever. Nice.
Say what?
Say what? That's cool.
Yeah.
SC streamer coming in.
Awesome.
Gwen, welcome. First off, we are not actually playing Star Citizen tonight. My usual is Star Citizen, but tonight we are raising funds for StackUp.org. Show off that shirt. Stack Up.
Stack Up.
Fantastic charity that we our goal was to raise $1,000, and yeah, we hit it. We've got that goal. Now we have a few more. Can you put sauce number 10 up there, just so we can see? Now, stream setup, yes, of course. I got all kinds of festive. Can you give us the camera pan up just a little bit? Oh yeah, so that's the table. My display case is all festive. Christmas lights. It's all my Legos and collectibles and all that, and of course, the snowman Christmas tree. Cause yeah, that's you get festive.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Honestly, I feel bad because I haven't been able to put Christmas lights up this year yet. Every time I've tried to, it's been like a winter storm. So,
including tonight.
Including tonight. So, Yeah, I was gonna get one of those like projector laser things, just so that the house isn't completely dark, because everybody else on the street's got their lights up.
Those are easy.
They're easy and they're cool.
Yeah.
It's just right. It says I'd kiss you under the mistletoe. Hey, proof or it didn't happen, right? Yeah. So we're looking right now. We're staring down the barrel of sauce number 10, the Last Dab Experience. We are currently doubled the sauce. We had a $20 donation. If we get a $50 donation, that's a 5-minute drink lockout. And if we get a $100 donation, it'll also be the drink lockout, and we have to clean the wing. Got to eat every last piece of meat on there, down to the bone. And I got to tell you, the Last Dab Experience.
It's cold. Did you notice that?
Gwen Leanne coming in with the it was a $5 donation. Love the vibes. Woo! Awesome. Hey, don't forget. Yeah, I'll be back to my regular Star Citizen stream on Sunday morning, but we'll continue with this link.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
Yeah, going on. So now, this one doesn't have a Scoville heat rating.
No.
It has literally. It's based off of Pepper X, which is like a 2.7 million Scoville heat.
Oh yeah.
The hottest registered pepper on the planet.
Yeah.
Planet on the pepper.
Guinness Book of World Records, the current hottest. Now, last year, the same grew. We went through season 19 sauces. That box is hanging out up here. This is season 22, so they took it a step up with the Last Dab Experience. You actually, we've got a couple more talking points to get through. We're hoping for that $100 donation because we love pain.
Because we're masochists,
I guess.
And you know what? It's worth it. You know, $100 for
charity,
a fantastic veterans charity with StackUp.org. So we had a talking point from Maldor. Was that right? Maybe it wasn't. Your favorite sci-fi fantasy series?
Book or series?
Oh, that was
Trivian?
A while ago. We could go over that one again.
Okay. We've got that one. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge fan of The Expanse. Those are fantastic books. Also, We Are Legion, We Are Bob.
Good.
We listened to that. I introduced Shaozin, and actually Maldor, who's our production associate over there, introduced them to We Are Legion, We Are Bob.
Just keep it.
During our road trip to CitizenCon. So
yeah, it was good.
That's a good one.
We got to the end of book 1, and what did you say?
Well, I was upset, I think, because I knew I had to get the rest of them.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. I don't commute for work, so I don't get to listen to audiobooks as much as I would like to. So I'm not getting through that one the second book very fast. Actually.
Yeah. Book 2 and 3 are kind of in the same vein. Book 4 has got a little bit of a different vibe on the Bobiverse books. But yeah. The Expanse books are also great. I feel like they've done a good job. That's one of those cross media adaptations that's worked well.
Yeah.
Actually, just to your left over there, just behind Shaozin's bulky head is my 3D printed Rocinante.
Oh.
Yeah, you can turn around and look at that.
It's beautiful.
Just up there a little bit. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Okay, Star Citizen question.
What role, if any, should ground vehicles play in the final version of Star Citizen?
Yeah. Ground vehicles in Star Citizen. So I feel like they've had a really hard time creating gameplay that requires a ground vehicle that moves at like sub 50 SC or sub 50 meters a second, because everything can fly way faster than that.
Yep. So here's my thought. UGFs, so like underground facilities, military bases that you have to get into. Right now they're protected, but they're not so hard to get around.
It's just Riot says running players over, right?
Yeah. So if they were well defended enough that you had to drop outside of a reasonable, further than a reasonable walking zone, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got a real need for some level of ground vehicle. Also, giving ground vehicles some real purpose outside of like mining. We're not on a drink lockdown right now.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
I think I just got a straight pepper from
Yeah.
Mom. Anyways, I guess I'm done talking now.
Yeah. All right. Night Gwen Lee, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you and your donation, bringing in the community. We are definitely got a shout out there for Gwen Lee Ann.
Yeah. Awesome.
Appreciating it very, very much.
Good night. But I'm looking forward to like farming for some people that I know that want to get into a farm citizen. My wife being one of them, and
yeah,
you know, vehicles that will help facilitate that will be kind of cool.
I do have to say, you know, I'm sorry we're kind of SoundsNifty isn't a Star Citizen backer, so he hasn't played and seen the experiences. Just doing anything at night near the surface, yeah. The fact is, the vehicle lights in the ships are embarrassingly minimal, right?
Yeah.
You can't see anything until you're like literally crashing, you know, scraping paint off of the ground.
Well, the Reclaimer, they fixed that in 322. You can see, I don't know, you can probably illuminate half the planet with that light right now.
They used to have, the Car2 all had really great lights on it.
Yeah, it did for a little while.
I actually used that as a spotlight for my Red Legion Rumble when we got into the dark, you know, dark parts of the day on that planet. But yeah, they nerfed it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they've got to fix the way that they do lights. They know that, and they've talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Decent question.
Yeah. And that one comes from Tint, who is a well-known racer in the Star Citizen community.
Oh, I like ship racing.
Yeah. Ship racing's good.
I'm a big supporter of Atmo and everything that they do, but I can't race like an RC, like a Tumbril or anything.
Okay. We've got one more question, and we're hoping somebody's gonna drop the pain. Yeah, let's see what's going on.
More pain.
What addition to Star Citizen do you consider scope creep since the beginning of development?
Squadron 42.
I mean, that's tough because like they talk about it being kind of a universe sim, right? And at what level do you stop simulating something, right? And
the bathrooms are the community's fault. They voted on that. Yeah. Toilets.
Yeah.
Showers.
Yeah,
that's going to be necessary gameplay, and I kind of don't care for that.
Yeah, I would say like the character hygiene in a video game.
Yeah,
but you know when it doesn't matter, when you just respawn, you know you can respawn with a clean body and not have to worry about showering. But like they said, they're gonna bring in. Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm not sold on the character hygiene aspect.
Yeah.
Especially because there's so many other
we already have to eat, we already have to drink.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we've got nutrition and stuff. Like there's so many other aspects, like gameplay wise, they should be working on first before I've got to worry about whether my character has showered.
Yeah.
Right? We have salvage that's pretty basic. We have you know, mining that's kind of fleshed out, but they keep going back to and changing things.
Yeah,
here and there.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, what do you think?
Well, from what I
Star Citizen and
when I was reading
player.
Star Citizen, I'm kind of on what you said at the first was when I read about it and what I looked into it is this is a game that already had a scope that was so big and so all encompassing that it's kind of where does scope creep really begin?
Yeah,
and I think it would be in those little things, such as having to go to the bathroom, having to eat, having to just do all these little things. Yeah. But yeah, it's already had a really large scope.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to define scope creep in a game that scope was already defined as very, very broad
and vague.
Yeah, and vague. And I think that's, you know, they've talked about deliverables and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, MGN Lucifer says, does selling new ships before finishing old ones count as scope creep?
That's a different kind of creep.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's yeah, that's just about milking more money out of the backers, right?
It's funding the game. Developers are expensive. And
good developers are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
and the artists.
I'm all for the dream. I'm all for the game. I'm a massive financial supporter, obviously, for the game because I want it to get made. It has nothing to do with FOMO and a need to collect things. Not at all. But in my heart, I'm all for the vision. We're good.
I mean, and if you look at it, those funds are getting more necessary, especially when you look at like Squadron 42, which is going on there. I mean, they have Mark Hamill in there, they have Gillian Anderson, they have what?
But I'm sure, they've got a huge list of AAA actors.
AAA actors in there.
But I feel like those checks have already been cashed.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Right, and they're probably getting additional checks every time they've got to do a reshoot or a new mocap. But for the most part, the main contributions they've done, it might be all said and done, but I don't know. We don't know how much they've had to go and reshoot, redo, because there were times when they've said they were close, but they just didn't like the way it was going, and they've been very, very close to the vest as far as Squadron 42. So it's hard to tell where they're at because they've been really open about Star Citizen and the Persistent Universe. So, all right, we're stalling enough. We're hoping for that last. We got double the sauce on the Last Dab experience, but this is your last shot. If you guys want to make a donation now, increase the pain. Clive Hughes over there from YouTube saying he was 100% just having fun with you guys. He wasn't griefing, but I will say, I respect the sauce a little bit too much to go full bottle in 20 minutes, no drink, right? For me, not only am I a little bit worried about it, but I'd like to be able to repeat this later on, right? And I don't know if I'm going to want to buy a whole another bottle for it, but you sample a wing or two here.
Red, I think you should have the honors of dabbing the last dab.
Okay, we are doubling the sauce, and we are going to do the last dab on top. Shazin, you want to read, or SoundsNifty?
Hot Ones, the Last Dab experience. Welcome to the top of the mountain, the Last Dab. Apollo was previously the pinnacle of the journey. Before season 22, we're taking Mount Scoville to towering new heights, thanks to Smokin' Ed's iconic Pepper X. Now officially the world's hottest chili, in dried, fresh, and all-natural distillate forms. If you want to live the Hot Ones tradition, go ahead and add an extra dab. Then buckle up and enjoy the experience.
We get the overhead camera for this.
Buckle up, hunker down.
All right. So, I'm not sure if this is the old sauce hitting the old nostrils there, but so that would be normal. Okay. We are doubling. That would
I thought that was Abby normal.
That's double the sauce.
I ain't got nobody.
What is spice anymore? What is spice anymore?
Red, I think we just had someone drop the last bit.
Okay.
Can you confirm?
We'll confirm.
Did you say the last bit on the last dab?
Kuro Hayo donated $100. The alert is coming up. All right. We are going to do the double. We'll last dab that.
It's for a good cause. It's for a good cause.
Pepper X Pepper.
This is not a good cause.
And Clive Hughes, I totally appreciate the harassment there. It's, not griefing, but it is good content we're trying to make here.
So here we see, this is over 91% Pepper X.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
and there it is.
The Pepper X Pepper distilled vinegar, Pepper X Pepper powder, Pepper X Pepper distillate.
There's a lot of Pepper X in there. Hey, bring it back
over
out.
91%.
Bring it back out. We're dabbing. Okay.
Oh, we're doing the last dab on there?
Yeah. So that's double the sauce. Yeah, you guys. This is. Oh man.
I'll take the big one.
That smells.
There's just so much in here.
Yeah.
That we didn't get. I don't know if we need to take more out of there yet.
Yeah.
Well, you have to. It's the last dab.
Yeah, let's get that last dab.
There's the
Oh,
last
yeah.
tab.
See?
Okay. And yes, of course, making sure we really get it. Sauce me up, Daddy. All right.
Okay.
Somebody's going to clip that part. I know it.
Sauce me up, Daddy.
We ready to go, guys?
There's nothing you haven't
Hold
said.
on. I didn't.
He's getting his last dab on there. Okay.
There's no emergency milk. I have a Guinness and a little bit of Coke left. You've got your beverage. You've got water we haven't touched yet, but
I've just been drinking it when I'm not hot.
Yeah.
I just poured up a Coke between these.
Oh, that
Haven't
was
drunk it
wise.
yet. We'll
Hey,
see if
guys.
I'll need it now.
Because I'm taking pity on you. No, the lockout starts when you. I'm taking pity.
No, we'll lockout starts when we get the wings done.
We've got to clean the wing.
We've got a good thing going.
What's our grand total right now? 1,105?
85.
1,185. Guys, we have raised almost $1,200 for StackUp.org, a fantastic charity.
Good job, team.
Thank you all for making this happen. Thank you for feeding us throughout the night and enjoying the pain as we have endured. And guys,
You're still stalling.
Bon appetit.
Arms up.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, it's toasty. Okay. Does it taste good?
Doesn't have that good of a flavor.
Dude, the underside of my tongue is hating me tonight. Oh.
Cool.
That's a good word for it. Cool.
That is toasty.
Alright, I have a game question for you.
Oh, yay.
I don't think you're out of this just yet.
The inhale and the exhale are hot.
Alright.
Yeah, kind of reliving the bomb. Not without hiccups, though, thankfully.
Oh, man.
There's the smell.
Okay.
Alright.
Welcome to the Red Legion.
Welcome. A lot of concepts have been shown off for mixed mechanic missions that seem to be complex and have a lot of time-consuming steps. How far can game developers in general, and CIG in specific, push the envelope on these mission types without alienating the majority of players who have jobs, spouses, kids, or otherwise complicated and busy lives? And what do you think is the sweet spot for length that would be create a compelling scenario while making sure that the average group can manage to get it done?
You doing okay? Got the shivers?
Yeah, I got the shivers.
All right, it's the Space Stats question. How do they cater to the filthy casuals? Well, first off, I would say gameplay loops that can be mastered without having to go through a whole bunch of loops, hoops, and gates, right? You got to go through and provide a core skill set that somebody can master easily. Oh, God. That's toasty.
Yes, it is. I really got the shivers. Woo! Face is red. Look at
Shut
that
up,
brightness.
Beavis. Fire.
Yeah. All right. Oh. I'm going to feel that one for a while.
I feel it all the way down.
Yeah. It's in my gut.
Yeah.
I think I can feel it in my forehead sweat.
I can't feel my face.
But I'm with you.
I'm gonna say all three of you are glistening just a little bit.
I can't feel the right side of my body.
Woo!
Woo!
That was a lot to loss too.
Yeah.
Okay. 4-minute mark. All right. So, space dads are people too. You've got to be able to create gameplay that can be enjoyed at both the basic level and for the advanced, right?
Push.
Give me PTSD, man.
How appropriate.
So,
oh man,
low-level
the
games.
swallow burns.
Yeah,
breathing in burns.
Low-level content needs to be almost as fun as high-level content. You should have some progression there, but yeah, you need to make it so that somebody that's new to the game or that only has a couple hours a week to spend on it can do something that's enjoyable without feeling like
feel like they're making progress.
Yeah, feel like they're making progress. 5 minutes is up. We did it.
This is worse.
Yeah.
Than the bomb by far.
Yeah.
Way worse than the last dab the last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
way worse than that one. And the last time actually tasted good.
Yeah.
This flavor. The bomb on steroids.
The last dab experience. I feel like it's gonna kick my ass 3 times.
Going in, once again.
Yeah. Right? Let's just. Whew. Can I just talk about the fact that we did it? Number one, we did it. We're at about 3.5 hours. We stalled a lot more this time, but we raised $1,185 so far, and yeah, a great cause.
Even Sean Evans doesn't live stream this crap.
Yeah. Take that, Sean. No, I'm just kidding. Please invite me on your show.
Woo!
Yeah.
That one's tough.
This would have been possible
tough.
without you, the viewers. And you, Sean Evans.
That hit some parts of my.
I'm going for
track
beverage.
here.
This is my Coke.
Woo!
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little there. Oh.
I'm not gonna drink till it calms down. I'm gonna run through this because drinking, in the end, it doesn't really help when the heat's building. It just feels like you're delaying something, but it doesn't really help.
And see, I got the carbonation, so that kind of just escalates what's going on in your mouth.
Well, I've got my Guinness. So, you know.
Is it flat yet?
The Guinness? More or less.
Woo!
It doesn't really start off as carbonated very much, right?
Not compared to, yeah.
That's a good Coke.
Favorite sauce of the whole lineup?
These two. I liked both of these a lot. I can't say which one was my favorite. They're so different. One's really sweet. The other one's the Chipotle Spice Barbecue.
Yeah. The barbacoa Chipotle one. Los Calientes barbacoa. I like the ginger goat. That was good. Ginger goat Tropic Star.
That was good. Yeah. I like that.
Number 7.
I feel like my nose is running.
Whew.
Yeah.
There it goes.
All right. Close that up. Oh my gosh. Well, once again, Shaozhen.
Yo, bro.
Where can people find you?
Homebase.org, Star Citizen. That's where I hang out. I'm not currently creating content because 3 teenagers keeps me more busy. But I'll get back to that eventually. Probably sometime before Star Citizen goes live. When I do create content, it's usually on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, Shaozen SC. I'm in game, just Shaozen, SHAOZEN.
Yeah.
And if you want a base building org, come check out Homebase.
Yeah.
We're kind of a chill dad org. kind of family-friendly org is part of the function. So it's cool. Come on by if you want. We have a Discord somewhere. And
I actually I got a Pioneer this last IAE. I feel like you'd be proud of me.
I am proud of you.
Can I get those? Can I get those toothpicks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to make sure you get the old teethies cleaned up. Now, SoundsNifty, you don't have a YouTube or a Twitch or much social, but is there a message you want to give to people?
Keep gaming.
Don't do capsaicin.
Don't do capsaicin. You can keep your eyes open. Someday I will release my game that I've been working on slowly but surely.
Yeah. Now, for those who have endured over on Twitch, for YouTube, I'm sorry it doesn't have an integration there, but I have something that I really appreciate, and I'm going to set this up real quick. So, we're going to have a merch raffle for Twitch folks. If you're not on my Twitch channel, if you're watching from YouTube, jump over to twitch.tv/RedMonsterSC. And I am going to go through. I have to make sure I get I've got a coupon that I apply for myself. So, shop.redmonstergaming.com has these awesome products. I've got desk mats, mouse pads, shirts. You notice my selection of sweet mugs here. But I am going to gift out the topographic desk mat. We're going to go ahead and get this going. So hang on. I need to make sure I gift it to Twitch chat.
Ouch.
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 Right. Ouch.
Ouch.
Owie.
Yeah, it's rough.
TT. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ow.
So we're getting that over right now. It's getting the wallet.
Oh.
And
I used to be a base.
Should be activating here in just a moment. You'll be able to type !enter to get in.
Oh, so want to scratch my face right now.
Yeah. Giving one of these away. Payments processing. So this is the topographic desk mat. Nice. Nice size
I can't
there.
touch it with this hand.
So the design here, I'm actually going to come up and yeah, you see here. I'll come up closer to the camera.
New subscriber. Welcome to the Red Legion.
What timing?
Is that like an automated Twitch thing if people aren't subscribers?
The topographic, you can see. Awesome. There we are. So pop in there, !enter. If you guys want to, the winner will be notified. You'll be able to redeem it. But fancy custom graphics by Red. Now, you will get one of these.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
!enter for the giveaway there. And it will automatically draw the winner. So, yeah. Thank you guys for helping make this happen. Almost $1,200 raised for charity, a fantastic charity.
Good job.
10 sauces down. Oh, man.
May our torture and suffering be joy for vets to get your crate.
But you know what? I feel like I could do it again. In a month.
A month?
Maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe not next weekend, but
this should be a quarterly thing if you value your intestines, I would think.
Yeah, you get a purge every now and then.
Get those demons out.
Dude, this... Okay. I've kind of made fun of the last dab in the past as not as impressive as I ever expected to be. This hit my expectations.
Yeah.
That was a serious
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was aggressive.
It was. That's a good way. Good word.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I feel like we've demonstrated appropriately the pain we've gone through. We're wrapping up. If you guys, Roy, I'm not sure if we have. If we've got somebody we should go raid out to. Oh, Sandig! Hey, you know what? You can watch the video on demand. All of the pain, all of the moments there. I'm sure somebody has found themselves a great clip or two.
Or 7.
Yeah. And let's go ahead. I'm gonna see who's. Sorry, it defaults to the creator mode. Who's out there running? We'll do Star Citizen tonight. Somebody that's going to be doing that, we can raid out to them.
You know what you need is an edit of this clips on YouTube where you do the bass drum, like the drum that they do on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Every time it really hits somebody. Because I'm sure we had a couple of those moments tonight.
Yeah. We're gonna raid out to Carbon Tales.
Oh, right on.
Carbon Tales. Content creator, husband-wife combo, and they have, I mean, my stream room is awesome, but theirs is fantastic. Now, we've got the winner of the gift mat, DZapper7. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, DZapper7.
There you go.
And yeah, we're going to raid out to Carbon Tales. So, thank you, everybody. Let's hit that end screen, and I will do my usual end of stream recap as we get prepared for that. So, thank you, everybody. We've got Alexis110 subscribing for 3 months. We have Gladviator, Gwen Leanne with the new follows, Jake Acapella with the follow and the raid, Gwen Leanne also raiding in, That Korean Gamer with the new follow, DMW Jake with the Prime sub, Ragnarok with the Prime sub, EchoBit resubbing for 12 months, Tint resubbing for 9 months, EchoBit with the raid, Gimply85 with a new follow, Disabled Guru raiding in, Spry1 with a new follow, Killed Owl TV with the new follow, and Lead Fireclaw with the raid coming in at the beginning, Strict9 resubbing for 26 months, Chris Harrow with the follow, Shine Virendil with a new follow, Perry Hoder also with a new follow. Guys, amazing support. We got Jenks Lightrice with the 4-month or 15-month resub. And yeah, that's it, guys. We're raiding out to Carbon Tales. And if you don't hear from me for a while, just know the Tums have not been doing their job. Yeah.
I'm gonna get some ice cream on the way home.
Starting that raid off. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you?
I'm gonna.